Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why they say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go.
How is everybody doing? No free bird today, small PP. Unfortunately, I'm keeping this live stream up, so we have to keep it ad friendly and get no copyright, you know? So no free bird. Sorry. But how's everybody doing? How is everyone doing? Small PP, don't be angry. Don't be angry. You know you're one of my favorites. Don't ever think that I'm angry at you. Awesome. All right. Well, y'all know what this last song means. Go and grab your snacks. Go and grab your drinks. And if you need a smoky smoke of some kind of smoke, then go grab it.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause some pain, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah.
Small PP, don't be in my chat with that propaganda. Okay? Don't be in my chat with that propaganda, sir.
In this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. For the rocks, from the side, I'm live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Wanna rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Wanna rock star in this life, I'll live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad. Do it no cap. Only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad. Baby, I'm bad.
What is up, everybody? How are y'all doing tonight? I almost didn't make it on time because I just woke up literally 30 minutes ago. And yeah, and then I was like, oh no, I need to run to the store and get me some energy drinks. And then, of course, the line was long because somebody was at the store, 4 people in front of me with a bunch of nickels and dimes. So, yeah, I didn't think I was going to make it here on time. I barely did. What's going on, everybody? Let's see. Now recording. Oh,
No, because I knew
Yeah, Tommy, it ain't time for you, Tommy. You gotta wait your turn there, Tommy C. Okay? Wait your turn, Tommy C. Wait your turn. I like it. I get to tell Tommy C what to do. We're on my stream. Please don't go tell him I said that, because I don't want Tommy yelling at me. The last thing I want is Tommy yelling at me. Have y'all heard Tommy yell? Please don't go tell Tommy I said that. But being that he ain't here, yeah, ain't time for you yet, Tommy. I wouldn't mind hearing him yell at you. Amber check. Well, I'm going to tell you what, if me and Tommy got in a fight, it would be the war of the wills, because I'm just as hard, I hate to admit it, because Matt Pitt's going, see, you admit it, but I am just as hard-headed as Tommy, and I don't stop. I would wear that old man down. Now, granted, I am 9 months older than him, but I think I have a little bit more spite in my heart than he does, so I think I would wear Tommy down. I really do. I believe I would wear Tommy down. It would be entertaining as hell, wouldn't it? We'd have to get both of you 2 mics. Yeah, it would be pretty bad. It would definitely be pretty bad. I love Tommy. I do. I love me some Tommy C. I used to not like him. When I watched my first Tommy C show, woo, I was like, people are okay with this? Oh my God. And that's when I used to clutch pearls a lot and stuff like that. But it was weird because at the same time that I was feeling that way about it, I was like me and Skip, we would be in the DMs going, but I kind of like him though. I feel dirty because I feel like I'm not supposed to like him, but I like him. I can't help it. And then before you know it, we start going back. We'd make it an everyday thing that we would meet each other in the DMs while we were watching Tommy. And then before you know it, I'm like, I love Tommy. I can't help it. Oh man. Anyway. So what we're going to do tonight, the video is by Now Recording, and everybody knows I'm cool with Now Recording. I'm probably, I'm definitely one of their top cheerleaders. Everybody knows I'm cool with everybody on there. Me and Beavers every now and then get in little tiffs, but when it boils down to it, I like Beavers too, even though he gets on my damn nerves sometimes. But, you know, so what Now Recording did is they're going through basically the history of Illuminati when it comes to SFTP. And I've watched maybe like 30 minutes in this. This is like a 2-hour video, so we're going to put it up on 1.25. And we are, because they didn't do timestamps in this video, they really need to learn how to do timestamps with videos that are 2 hours long. Toxic Piplup. And, yeah. Beavers is a pain in the ass. That's what Beavers is. Don't be telling Beavers he's funny. This is the last thing he needs to hear. Alright, put a 1 in the chat if y'all are ready. I need to hear, oh my god, I need to see the ones in the chat. Because if y'all ain't ready, I ain't doing it. Alright, I guess y'all are ready then. Oh, yes. Sakura's art that I saw Sakura put that art out on Twitter, and I was like, oh my god. And I was like, because, I mean, it's a perfect, it looks like she literally took the picture, but, you know, but it's drawn. And being that my thumbnail was the way it was with the Polaroids, I was like, oh my god, can I please use that in my thumbnail? And she was like, hell yeah, so. Yes, the picture of Illuminati on my thumbnail, Sakura drew that, and I thought it was amazing. Absolutely amazing. Alright, so let's get started, shall we?
Alright, you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm going to start with my intro, and then I'm going to say what's up, and you guys can say whatever you want. So, hey guys, welcome to Now Recording.
Hey guys, welcome to Now Recording. My name is Matt Pitt. I'm gay. Gay.
Holy shit. Okay.
Today I'm here doing a
Hey, that's
interview
my
with Tommy
bit, right?
Steve, Verse, and Santa Claus. We're gonna be talking about Illuminati.
That's Verse. I love Verse. Verse is my homie. Let me tell you something. I will say, because I don't know who's exactly everybody on the news team, but I will say I do love most of the people on the news team over there at Tommy Steve. Over there in SFTP. I love most of them. Verse is one of my favorite. He really is. Verse is one of my favorite, hand down. I love me some Verse. I do. I can't help it.
Naughty today in the Shop on the Point history. How's it going, Tommy?
God.
The funny thing is I got a whole paragraph of an intro, and I know you're going to...
All right, fine. Go ahead.
No, because I know you're going to burn me for it. All right,
No, I won't. Go ahead.
All right.
Now Recording.
Now Recording was made off the foundation of gay Discord drama. Stuff you'd never hear out of the usual commentary channel's mouth. Drama that usually stayed within the text channels of Discord servers, only ever being relayed during VCs while frequent chatters were gossiping about such and such. We decided to take advantage of these stories that never made the public eye. But before us, there was one big gay Discord drama that made its way past the threshold of the usual commentary topic.
Okay, Matt, that sounds so damn dramatic. Do you see... Matt is sounding like so dramatic, like, ladies and gentlemen, on the battlefield laid all these bodies, and this army was just marching on top of them. I'm like, oh my god.
Discord drama that involved the entire SFTP news team at the time, as well as a YouTuber that now has over 1 million subs. This is the story of Illuminaughtii, aka Blair, and her wondrous and rotund sidekick, Rico. Max,
Yeah.
What do you know about Illuminaughtii?
Oh, well, it's like a secret organization that has like a few people in it. That
No.
Oh.
The YouTuber Illuminaughtii.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I just thought I'd go for the...
Okay, let me ask this question before we continue. Who in the chat knows about who in the chat knows about Illuminaughtii being on Tommy C's show and being in Tommy C's orbit? Put a 1 in the chat if you knew about Illuminaughtii being in Tommy C's orbit. Because I know some of my audience doesn't even really know who Tommy C is, so I don't know who's, like, showing up for this or not. Okay, yeah, so I have a few of them. Okay.
The obvious joke. Yeah, no, I don't know anything about Illuminaughtii. Yeah.
No, so Illuminaughtii, she kind of appeared, I guess, because you were doing YouTube like 2016, right?
Yeah, 2015, 2016. Yeah.
That's around the time she was in like the Sharpen the Point camp. She appeared on Sharpen the Point.
And that Illuminati here was drawn by my girl Mishi. I love Mishi to death. Mishi is amazing.
During a satirical show called Get to the Point, where she played a character called Sarah J. Warren, which was SJW.
I like that.
Sarah J. Warren is unapologetically feminist, and if they don't like it, then I would love to drink their overprivileged male tears. Okay?
So she was like the she was just part of the bit, part of the joke. She left for a little bit because she wasn't doing much. She comes back. She's doing news. Eventually, she starts making Reddit content, and her channel starts to grow massively because Reddit was like a part of the algorithm, and it was basically like reading Reddit threads. That's all you had to do, and you were blowing up. So
I remember there's a bunch of people that were doing that, and getting a lot of success for it.
Yeah. So she blows up. Before all this, Rico is a SFTP news guy. Was an SFTP news guy. He gets let go. He's having issues. But he's mainly a guy who just likes to make memes and stuff, and goes at Tipster because he's fat, makes emojis, all this. Well, one day they all decide to meet up in a vlog with Real Talk, Rico, iilluminaughtii, Failery, and Hex D, and they all meet up and they do a vlog together. And in that vlog, Real Talk says, well, apparently he's fat. And this is where you see Rico's for the first time. He's a big, rotund guy. He's got a gut. He's very short. He's got a double chin that's hidden by a beard. So he checks all the boxes. Well, before that vlog was uploaded, Vault and Tommy were in a VC with them. And Vault really went in at Rico because he was just kept calling him fat, calling him fat.
Now, apparently, Vault was very young then. I love me some Vault. Vault's a good guy. Vault's always been really respectful around me. I do love me some Vault. You'll see Vault in the chat here every now and then. I don't know what it is. It's them SFTP boys. I don't know. They have a special place in my heart. I can't help it. Every single one of them. They got a special place in my heart. I can't help it.
Rico did not like this.
Yep, Vault was a teenager. Yep.
Rico was the epitome of, I can dish it, but I can't take it. And just basically disconnected from all the friends he had. He has this Discord server called the Moonbase. He kicks Vault, takes away Doc's mod privileges, gets rid of like a lot of the Sharpen the Point guys, and he just kind of like pushes everyone away, and it kind of gets weird. So in that vlog, iilluminaughtii says, when Real Talk says that apparently he's fat, iilluminaughtii says, don't cut it, that's comedy gold. Well, later on, a few months later, iilluminaughtii tries to talk to Tommy about the mods and stuff, and it's a very awkward, hostile conversation.
Now, remember when I said that it's the same story, different people? What does she do? She goes to Tommy and talk about mods. Remember the click story? Mods. She seems like the kind of person that has to have control. It's a pattern of behavior. Bingo. I believe that's the person that they're talking about named Rico. Or Ricochet.
Conversation where Tommy sees a completely different personality than he was used to. And it kind of like, it just doesn't work. It was just very hostile. And the conversation never really goes anywhere. Later on, after that conversation, Tommy makes a joke that's directed towards Rico on a stream, and that's when he gets the DM where iilluminaughtii says, see you when I see you, basically. And she deletes 13 videos from Tommy C's news channel, and one of them being the most popular video. She had manager role at the time, and she took down all these channels.
So without any warning or anything, like just snatched
without
them?
any.
So overnight, while Tommy was sleeping, as far as I know, the videos were private, but that doesn't matter. She had a managerial role on the YouTube channel, and she deleted those videos that she was on. On Tommy's channel, she deleted those videos. If that ain't wrong, I don't know what is. Can you imagine how you would feel? You had those videos there, and granted, they were privated, but all of a sudden they're gone in one fell swoop while you're sleeping. You didn't even know it was going to happen. You thought things were okay. You wake up and they're gone. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. That's fucked up. Exactly, Amber Chick. It is. It really is. Because he went to bed thinking, okay, we settled it, all good. Wake up, next morning, boom, they're gone.
Yep, just
Because she had manager role or whatever,
Yeah.
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Or wait, at that point, was there manager roles, or was it just like you had the login for the...
I think it was the. Yeah, I think you had manager.
There was a manager role.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
So she takes down all of these videos, and then around July, it gets leaked to Augie that this happened. He goes live. He starts covering it, and that's when Tommy starts covering it. And you see the story kind of unfold. Later on, Nick would criticize Illuminaughtii in a video, which Illuminaughtii would try to get taken down.
Yep.
And succeed. He had to re-upload it. So this is the Illuminaughtii story. Illuminaughtii is right now in the news.
And with Nick, it was the artwork and the artist that drew Illuminaughtii. Apparently Illuminaughtii had talked to the artist saying, hey, they're using your artwork for bad stuff. And eventually Nick got it straightened out.
People are talking about it right now because of her stupidity, or criticisms towards Legal Eye. Legal Eye Legal or something like that. Eagle Eye Legal Eye.
Eagle.
Legal.
Yeah, legal. It's just
Yeah.
legal.
Eagle Eye Weevil was from Black and Mice from Mars. That's what you're getting confused with.
Okay. Well,
Deep cut.
she literally says that he's jacking her style. He stole her style. And this is a lawyer, by the way, she's accusing himself. And what happens is she gets called out. Everyone's shitting on her. What does she do? She doesn't fight it. She doesn't try to manipulate it. She goes private, or she handles everything privately. She's not talking about it, and she's basically behind the scenes trying to manipulate things. And that's exactly what she tried to do with Shop from the Point and all this. And what you're going to hear today is a big interview with a lot of people. Today we had on Tommy C from Tommy C Shop from the Point. He was hugely involved in the situation. We're gonna have Verse, who is a news team member at the time during all of this, and he was a big part of this as well, and had a lot of interactions with him. You're gonna have Vault, who is the catalyst to all this because he's the one who called Rico fat. You're gonna have Xanta, which
It's all Vault's fault. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm playing.
he kind of saw both sides of the situation because he was working with
I love
Illuminaughtii
Xanta.
while also being a part of the news team. So he has a lot of perspectives when it comes to this situation. And you'll have Core, who is a big part of this as well.
I love Core.
And yeah, that's what you're going to be listening to right now.
I don't remember what happened. There's nothing-
Hey, we're in the same boat. How about that? That
Which
works.
is why I have Verse and Xanta and Vault here, just to make sure we cross
I
our
literally
eyes.
spent the last 5 days, and you can see my wheels turning during the shows, trying to remember half this shit. It's really difficult. Yeah. Because my big takeaway from the thing then and now is what happened? Like, there is a part of me that's like, I was friendly with her. I liked her. We were friends. She did things for me as a friend, and I did the same things. It's still kind of I'm still kind of miffed. I'm not miffed to the point where I think she could be saved. I think she was a witch that fooled me and told me what I wanted to hear. But yeah, it's. I think I put a lot of it out of my head because it actually legitimately bothered me.
Yeah, I understand. I can feel you on that one.
It would bother me too. To think that I had something straightened out with somebody and then I wake up the next day and the videos are gone. The videos from my channel are gone. Yeah, I'd be bothered by it too. I absolutely would be bothered by it too. What? Oh my God, I'd probably go mask off like a mofo. Ooh, yeah, exactly, Midna. I'd be more than bothered. Just saying.
So this is a big drama that when I joined the news team, I heard all about because like I would talk to Core and he would be like, have you heard about this, the backstory of Illuminaughtii behind the scenes? Have you heard about Rico? Let me tell you about Rico. My first question, Tommy, is who came first, Rico or Illuminaughtii?
I'm pretty sure Illuminaughtii, because she helped me on the Get to the Point project that we had, which was a satirical, like we had satirical characters doing mainstream YouTube drama.
Mm-hmm.
Just a great idea. Wouldn't be, but satire's long dead, and I just was too stupid to realize that. So I think she came.
You know what, Secura? Oh wait, no, it wasn't. It was Glammy. I'm surprised Tommy didn't, or did he at the time? I think from what I heard, I don't think he did. Like he didn't react the way people, I guess, would think he would react. You know what I'm saying? And I think the reason is because he was genuinely hurt. I think he got genuinely hurt by her. Honestly. You know, yes. Speaking about Tommy get a big payday, we need to let Keemstar know that we want Tommy C for the LOLcast. Okay, we need Tommy C, Boogie, and Wings on that podcast. We need Tommy on that. You need to at Keemstar and let him know that Tommy C needs to be on that podcast. Period, point blank, period. No questions asked. It has to be Tommy C, because Tommy C would be. He would be able to trigger them. Let's be honest, okay? We would get so many memes out of that. So we need to let Keemstar know that we want Tommy C for that podcast. You know why? Because a vote for Tommy C is a vote for freedom. Okay? A vote for Tommy C is a vote for freedom. Yes, hashtag Tommy C for LOLcast. Absolutely.
Came first, and I think Rico was a fan, and he came to us as somebody who lied about being in a mass shooting in Las Vegas, and we bought it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Wait, so all right,
Well, I think there's even some depth between that too. He was like a frequent chatter, and then he was a pay pig for a while, which a very large physically and metaphorically pay pig.
Verse is so shady. Verse is such a oh god. Verse is a shady bitch. That's why I love me some Verse. I can't help it. He's so shady.
And you kind of felt like you should have him on, like when he would go into waiting to call something. He kind of had a priority, which, you know, if someone donates.
Yeah, good callers get priority. Good callers get priority, and he was a good caller if I remember correctly.
What's up, Matt Pitt?
Yeah, I guess she kind of gained our trust enough to kind of like, well, why would this guy who makes good calls and doesn't sound like a retard, which was rare, make something this crazy up? But I mean,
that is very rare for his show.
I don't know.
So you think he made the mass shooting up?
Yes. I go back. I cringe when I actually went back and listened to it because I can't believe my sensors didn't go off.
Yeah.
This is like, you know, as for somebody known for kind of figuring people out before they make it obvious to everybody else, there are times.
Well, that's okay, Giggles, because you know what? It is not required here. Okay? It is absolutely not required here. And hello, Matthew Pitterson.
When it doesn't work. And Rico, iilluminaughtii, were definitely two of those examples. I know, like, when that idiot Bobax tries to like I don't know, like I think during the Ant-Man thing, Ackman thing, Bobax was like, well, Tommy got Illumina Blair wrong, you know, so he must be wrong about Ackman. Perfect logic, right? But I think there's some truth.
Listen, let me tell you something, all right? When you get to mine and Tommy's age, and especially living life, most of our life was not on the internet. We actually had interactions with people, okay? Like actual people, like we could touch them, punch them, hug them, whatever, all right? We touched grass before that was even a term. You start to get sensibilities about people, all right? However, that doesn't mean you can't get tricked from time to time. You know, we're not perfect. We're close to perfect, but we're not perfect. But that's what happens when you get our age. You know?
To the fact that, like, it's just kind of, it is irritating that I just didn't pick up on any of it. And I think it's because Blair probably knew what I wanted to hear. And I think she was able to sort of keep her weirdness away from me.
Yeah.
Same,
Yeah.
bro.
What was your first impression of Blair?
Talented.
Okay.
She sent me this video. I was trying for tryouts for this for a character. How do you do a news show without a female? You know.
Yeah.
And I wish I'd have kept the pilot because it was hysterical. Like I was like on the floor. I remember showing it to Dave, and I was like, "This is amazing." Like, wow. Like I didn't think then that is this the only time she can produce something like this? Like I just said, like somebody this good have to be able to do it again. And no, she was never as good as she was. I mean, she made good videos after that, but she was never as good as she was in the pilot that she sent me. She was like off the meat hook good, hysterical.
Yeah.
Well, hysterical. Like she had, so I was like, yeah, I can't lose with her. And then it like Blair's video, if I remember correctly, I think in Blair's video just got lamer and lamer and lamer.
Right.
And like, there was like less effort put into him in each one afterwards. Yeah. She wasn't the only one that done that too. Some of the other guys had done that as well. It just got, or they wouldn't do it when they said they would, or you know, it was just, it was a project that I was asking a lot of people, and a lot of myself, and I didn't really realize the workload. But it's too bad because It's
it was
one of my biggest disappointments, to be honest with you.
because this was the satirical show. Get to the point
Yeah,
where
like
all of
the
you played
fantasy cover
characters.
was real, but it's a lot because you had to come up with a bit or something.
It was like the Daily Show, right? Like
yeah, but the Daily Show with YouTube drama.
Yeah.
You know, and we also did skits, like small skits, and we took swings at each other. The characters did, you know, and then my character was like sexist, right? Like a sexist alpha.
No, Tommy. You know, honestly, a show like that would be cool in today's time. I would like to. I actually would love to see somebody doing something creative on and almost like a daily upload of the Spurg stuff that goes on around like commentary community. That would be amazing. It would be amazing to have a show like that now. For real. Especially with more people watching YouTube than they do TV. You know what I mean? So it was cringe in a fun way. I loved it. I bet. It sounds like it.
Alcoholic loser that got kicked out of mainstream news, and she was sort of the modern woman, annoying SJW, and I initially I really loved it. So we do the news and then put a bit at the end, and I loved it. Really, I thought it was funny.
And her name was Sarah J. Warren. SJW.
Sarah J. She came up with that herself. She did. She came up with Sarah J. Warren. SJW. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that you saw glimpses of her talent, but she was mostly lazy.
Yes. Yeah, she got lazier.
Well, Verse, I have you here. What was your first?
Well, she's good now. All she has to do is read a script, right? All she has to do is read a script. She doesn't make her thumbnails. She doesn't write her script. She doesn't edit. All she has to do is read a script. The girl got it made now. Shoot, and with the way AI is, she really don't even have to read a script anymore if they get the voice down. Just saying.
Impression of Illuminaughtii.
Kind of similar to Tommy. She had a lot of potential talent. She was definitely a funny person. You could never take that away from her. But it was really hard to get her going, like Tommy was saying. It's just kind of like a hit or miss. If she wanted to do it and she was ready to do it, then she was awesome. But it was hard to get her to that point. So they're really, yeah. So it was kind of difficult. The thing that really made this whole ordeal kind of surprising or kind of really confusing is she went from this girl who did have some talent, right, and she was funny. But she really did struggle with the whole mental aspect, I think, of being a content creator, and she just could never really fortify that very well. So it's something that she struggled with actively, like minor grievances she just could not compartmentalize away from herself. And then going from there to this person immediately, it seemed like a flip of a switch. She immediately had this hubris of her, and it was just so weird because knowing her before then, it was like, where is this coming from? Because this is not who Blair is. So it was just really odd for that to like seemingly flip.
I'm still blown away about how she turned on me. It's been almost 4 years or something. I'm still blown away by it. Just talking about it now. Every time like she comes up, I'm just like, I don't know what happened. I can't put my finger on it. I'm always able to put pretty good profiles on people, and I have annoying accuracy with them. And
she slipped by your radar. It happens. I've had it happen to me. Flop Tina, Flop Tina completely slipped through my radar. Even defended him. Excuse me. The damn name makes me say her. Even defended him. It happens. We're not perfect. We're not perfect.
And Tommy dealt with the prior aspect of it more than any of us did. I hate saying it this way, but it's the only way I can think of it. It was kind of like a mother-daughter thing where if she had troubles and stuff, she would go and talk to Tommy about it, and he would help her out, So because she would just break down very, very often. And so going from that person who desperately needed support in like leadership for very minor things because she's just so experienced with this kind of thing and having that public eye on her, to being this person with this like just massive pride and like self-confidence and just fuck everybody else, it's my way or the fucking highway. It was just insane to see that.
It's like a personality change, right?
Right. And I think it really had to come down to like a lot of people, like Tommy's mentioned before, have characters or they play up, maybe exaggerate their own personality to like have a differentiating like
a persona
line in the sand from their YouTube channel and their actual personal life. Or maybe like Blair's instance, they don't have themselves, they can't deal with the backlash or anything like that from a huge audience. But if they have this character or have this like different way of acting, kind of like a shield from that, and I think that's what she put up. But it was just so fucking weird. It never turned off. No private conversations. Hey, like Tommy's call with her about her fucking moderators in this Discord server that no one gives a shit about.
That was
like it never stopped.
Prior to that, I'd never I guess she'd been that way around you guys before, but I've never had she came in. I gotta be honest with you, not too many people come up, get in a call with me and start telling me what's what. They either don't have the balls to do it or they just know which way it's gonna fucking go. And I'll just hang up on them. She was the first person that done that to me in a very long time. And I was really thrown off by it because of what she was upset about, which was 16-year-old Vault pointing out how rotund this guy who was a part of our show who made fun of fat people was.
Okay. First of all, one, she said to leave it in the vlog. So she thought the fat joke in the vlog was funny. Okay. 2, Vault is 16 years old. Of course, he thinks a fat joke is funny. 3, Illuminaughtii. You were in Tommy C's orbit, okay? Can we be honest? There's a reason why, like, members are called, like, fuckheads, okay? it's not, a fat joke is tame around there. A fat joke is completely tame around those guys. Are you kidding me? You can't get mad over that. You can't. That's so tame compared to what I'm sure other shit they said. Like, what?
And to me, it was just like, I can't believe you're bringing this to my attention, that you're upset with Vault, my news guy, for making fun of a guy that was formerly on our news team, for just calling him fat. And you're like, what do you want me to do about it? I said, well, her explanation was like, it's not that it's such a big deal. It's just that my mods are giving me a hard time about that, and I can't have my mods give me a hard time about that. And my reaction to that would, with anybody else, would have been, that's not my fucking problem. But because it was Blair, it was like, Blair, dude, you can't let your mods run your life.
Yeah.
Like you can't do it. So just tell him, you know, tell him you talk to me, and I don't give a fuck.
Miss Stripes, do you think, Miss Stripes says, do you guys think Illuminautti's political views really changed, or that she did it for money? I'm going to be honest with you. Mine is actually the opposite. The more I keep thinking about it, I think she faked it when she was with them. I think she saw that as an in for people to get to know who she was, because think about it. She gets to work with Tommy C from Baited. You know what I mean? I think she was faking it when she was with them. I really do. I think she was faking it. I think the view she holds now is what she actually is. I really do. I feel like she was faking it. I do. That's my own personal opinion, because I do not know her personally, so I cannot say whether or not I am correct. Okay? So before anybody says anything, that's just my feeling.
So wait, because I just heard somebody say that it sounds like she was
did
having a
not
hard
take
time.
that well. I think what she was looking for, right, was you to admit fault,
Bend the knee and do what I'm told. It was very
have
clear.
her back, and Vault was going to you ensured her that Vault was going to get disciplinary action and fucking spanked, right, for even acting in such a way.
Like, what planet? Who did you, like, it was like she was talking to somebody she didn't know. Me? Do that? I mean, like we would have
Because think about it, all right? And this is the reason why I say that. You can only fake a personality, but for so long. You can only fake values, but for so long. You know what I'm saying? You can only fake it for so long. So, that's the only reason why I have that theory. Like, there wasn't a slow progression. Now, all of a sudden, a fat joke is bad. I think you can only fake it, but for so long. With me, it was a slow progression. The more you watch my live streams, the more I kept saying, well, you know, I kind of changed my mind on this. I used to think it this way, but I don't know, man. The situation has me thinking like this. You know what I mean? Mine was like slow in a progression. Like, literally, my channel tells you a story of where Xylie came from. But hers, it seemed like it went overnight from the stories that I'm hearing. And I don't know, man. I got this feeling that she was faking it for SFTP. Just to get her name out there, maybe. You know what I mean? So, but then again, I could be wrong.
She made fun of Tipster just a couple months earlier for acting like a baby like that, you know, over his fucking feels and shit. Like I'm the last guy on the earth that you go to. But I really think it was such a different posture. Like, I'm the big YouTuber now. You were to listen to me, which, like, I mean, I've been fighting with multi-million sub YouTubers. It never goes that way. I don't ever bend the knee to these jerk-offs. Why would I bend the knee to somebody I knew?
That's 100% true, Taylor. Xylie's slow descent into being done with everyone's bullshit. 100% Taylor. 100% Taylor.
You know, like, and know how weak they were, as Verse was saying before.
D.max, you had a question?
Yeah, so it sounds
done.
like Blair was having a hard time kind of turning it off. It sounds like, just from what you were saying before, I don't know this person, I don't really know anything of the details of any of this, but it sounds like it's like a persona that she puts on that she's doing for the show, but it sounds like she was doing that off air too. Was she doing that to you, Tommy?
Her persona on air was on this big SJW, right? That was not the person she presented herself to me.
No, but that was for the show. Right? That was for that particular show.
Off the air, she was a very sensitive person, as Verse said, and came to us when she had kind of difficulties.
And that was serious. Like, she was never memeing about that.
So, like, all she really needed to be done is you just had to talk to her and reassure her, you know, and of this, that, and the other thing. I remember she got into it with Kavos too, over something. I have to ask Kavos exactly what happened, but I guess he tried to talk to her about something, and they got into a little back and forth. But I think she did that because me and Carvos were having, like, unfriendly at the time, and she wanted to show that she could be tough with these people. I forget exactly. That'd be interesting to look up that.
Well, okay, I got some notes here of some stuff before all this went down that she was having issues with. So you got the r/ drama. Do you want to explain that real quick?
r/ drama was after she started taking off.
Yeah,
got popular in the r/ genre. In other words, just like sort of like what Bobax does, and like reading stuff that came off of Reddit.
Yeah.
Right, which was huge, and she was like top dog or in the like top 10, and this guy comes along r/, and he just, if I remember correctly, just starts like it looked like somebody turned on a switch, and he was just getting subs, and he passed
What's
her like
up,
in no
Eva?
time, like in a week or two. It was insane, and you really couldn't put your finger on what exactly was going on. Like how the fuck did this guy do this, and who is this guy? And she'd come to me and Nick. Nick was kind of an upcoming commentator at the time. He had not had the Alex story yet, which is what kind of made him, and the Alex and Saptai. And she convinced us that he was subbotting.
All right, so it says, hey guys, so my buddy Nick uploaded his video about r/. Make sure to give it a like before it gets dislike bombed. I haven't seen that one.
And by the looks of it,
I didn't know Nick made a video sticking up for Illuminaughtii. I didn't know that. Ooh. What's up, Ginger? Hey, Mitch.
like the growth was exponential. Like and like I'd never seen anything like it before or since.
Hey,
and
Echo.
like
Iko, we're going over now recording. Okay, so I don't know if you went over this video or not, but Illuminaughtii used to be part of SFTP, and now recording comes from SFTP, and we are going over the video that they did that tells Tommy's recount of Illuminaughtii being part of his show and his channel. So.
Like she had told, you might have to talk to Nick. I hope you're talking to, I think you need to talk to Nick, by the way.
Okay.
That this guy was like doxing her family or all sorts of weird stuff that she thinks was related to him. And that she wanted to make a video on him because he was kind of like gaming the system. And I seem to remember bringing it to Verse's attention. And Verse is like, she's just getting beat. He's like, they both like that.
Iko, yeah, I wouldn't watch it on Twitch. I would definitely watch it on YouTube. But it's a good video so far, and it really gives you a history of what Blair did.
Part of the algorithm is really like strong right now, and somebody moved into it with a little more experience than her, which she had none at that level prior to that, and gamed it even more than she does, and she's pissed. That's essentially what Verse said to me. And I remember after he kind of explained himself, it made a lot of sense, right? Because at the end of the day, we all pulled our plans about going full like on r/ after him, because she kind of.
Yeah, that's the thing, Iko. Especially covering stuff from commentary community, you're safer doing it on YouTube. I mean, I think I'm safe with because I just say, let's just put it this way. If you're covering somebody from the commentary community, just do it on YouTube. Just be safe. Just do it on YouTube. Mouse says her accusations of r/sub-botting. My guess is /'s sudden explosion growth was because he found a subreddit that worked for his content and brought in the traffic. Probably.
Chickened out. Because she claimed her parents were getting doxxed and she didn't want it to happen again. So we all pulled
I
our
believe it,
videos and what we had planned to kind of investigate him. But I can't believe, I don't
That's why YouTube is superior, ma'am. Just saying.
think it ever would have got done either way because I don't think we ever found any evidence. It was just her testimony and bizarre sub game. Go ahead, Sienna.
I'm going to be honest. It sounds like to me that r/ person, I guess they're a guy. I don't know. But the way they're describing it, it was a guy. It seems like to me that r/ guy blew up, and I don't know. I have this feeling that iilluminaughtii was probably jealous. Honestly, because if you didn't come with any proof of any of that going on, well, that sounds like it might be jealousy.
No, I don't believe we did find anything because I remember you asked me to look into it for a bit. Like,
oh, that's Xanta. I love
Xanta. I didn't see
And
anything
then
there. It was just that part of the algorithm was so hot.
Out the gate, and me and Nick bought it to some extent. And like I said, the sub growth is like, no, that can't be right. But we said like that can't be right, but we had no evidence. We don't know how. And I remember her saying, "Is like, no, I just think he knows how to game the algorithm better than she does." You know, and she's jealous that he's beating her at it, and he did.
Because Reddit videos on YouTube, they were blowing up at the time.
Yeah, that was
like
that scene was just starting to go.
Yeah.
It's like
so let me simplify. Me, Nick, we had a chance. We were going to make this like a public thing because I consider myself like a quasi drama news channel. I don't consider the channel that anymore. It's not news. It's just fucking my personality and my streams. All right, that's what it is now with the help of my team. Back then, I wanted to break a story, and yeah, I did. I believed on the surface, but I think it was just her. She came to us. We were going to do our thing, what we normally did, and then we brought it up like our okay, we're going to pull this, push the button now. She's like, no, I don't want my parents to get doxxed any more than they were. If I got doxxed, then I don't want my parents, and that was the end of it.
Yeah,
and then just dropped there. That was the first sign of weird behavior from her, and I did notice it because like she was so gung ho with me and Nick, and
I'm telling you, I think it was jealousy, and she wanted that person to go away so she could overtake his channel. I'm telling you, I think it was jealousy. I really do. Look, if I'm trusted, like there are certain people that if things happen to me, I would trust them to show them the receipts of those things happening to me, whether it be recordings or screenshots or whatever. I trust in them enough where I would show them what it was. They didn't get shown any evidence of all that happening to her. You know what I'm saying? So
all of a sudden she was afraid. She was afraid. So like the fear of being doxxed, I think was fear that we'd figure her out. So she told us, nope, let's stop this program where it is. I'll live with it, blah, blah, blah. Because I think she was afraid that we might figure out that this was all bullshit and this guy was beating her fair and
tonight,
square.
but I'll do it.
That's what I think happened.
Okay. The next one I have on my list is at some point Blair wanted her mods to flag down a video on her made by her own boyfriend, but you guys, the news team, talked her out of it.
Yeah, I
yes, I do remember that. I'd forgotten about that. Nick would know more about that. We did talk her out of it. Yes, she panicked and we talked. I said, no, you can't do that. I go, why would you do that? I remember saying, you're growing. Now you want to be a fucking like false flagger. Yeah. I remember saying something to the effect. I remember her boyfriend being a bit of a creep. He came off creepy to me, but then maybe I was, I can't really trust anything I felt back then because I fell for her hook, line, and sinker. Maybe there's nothing wrong with him. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know what his deal was. I forget that part of my memory has just been wiped for some reason. I don't know. But I remember thinking he was a creep, but I can't give you a good reason.
Okay. So the next one, Keemstar cracked a joke that Blair had an STD, and Blair planned on suing him for slander and made Tommy private videos where she had cracked jokes about Keemstar.
How are you gonna sue somebody for making a joke that you have STDs? I mean, that's not really slander. That's just being dumb. Literally. That's like, all that is a grown-ass man, Keemstar, acting like a teenager. Also Keemstar, because that's what he does. He says stupid. It's Keemstar, for God's sakes. Nobody's safe from Keemstar. You know? Juan was like, whew, I thought I was the only one who thought that was funny. The person in the back is the friend that everybody called fat. The Rico guy. Keemstar's not even safe from Keemstar. He's always saying stupid shit out of his mouth. Believe me, I know. I used to cuss him out all the time. I miss Keem too. I miss Keem coming up here. He's busy with his boxing shit.
She made what? She made
where she had cracked jokes about Keemstar. Like the way I
didn't Cardi B sue a lady saying she had an STD? Yeah, but that lady, that lady. She was saying more than just the STD. She was saying a bunch of shit, and she was literally presenting it like it was facts. And she literally was like podcast after podcast after podcast, literally presenting it like it was a fact. It was bad. Like, you thought Cardi B was the worst person in the world the way, Tasha something. Tasha K. Yeah, she's a YouTuber. Yep, and I think she's in trouble again, to be honest. I think I'm not 100% sure. I believe she's in trouble again. She has a tendency to say things she shouldn't be saying.
Interpreted as like she had made you private videos because she had been making jokes about Keemstar and she didn't want those out while she tried to.
Yes, that's right. She wanted me to take the jokes about Keemstar off, which I think was a lie, by the way. She just wanted her stuff off because she was planning on pandering to the people she ended up pandering to. This was the first. I'm glad because I didn't explain it that way on the show today. See, yeah, that's what happened. That was the first time she came to me and said, "Look, I want those videos down because I'm going to be suing Keemstar." And I said, "No, absolutely not. I can't have that. Those are my property, blah, blah, blah." But it wasn't like a nasty conversation. So she didn't like get mad at me or come back. I was like, "Look, I don't think that matters." And she's like, "This guy's saying I had an STD. You know, this could affect, you know, my love life. You know, if nobody to sleep with me or I can't get a boyfriend because fucking because of Keem's thing." I was like, I don't remember exactly what I said to her.
What's her name associated with her channel? Because how would that, like, if she's just like a person on YouTube, how would her sex life know about that?
She really believed it. I don't think I ever really bought that it was that big a deal.
Well, so far it seems like this person's really, really worried about like private information getting leaked out or whatever. Like, you know, the whole like doxing is scary, I guess. But
I don't know. I don't buy that. I think she used that because we knew me and Nick would take it so seriously. If she felt threatened, I think she used us. She knew that was like
looking for an angle.
Yes, I think she used the Keemstar thing to get ahead, like to try to get those videos deleted, which she ended up deleting anyway.
Yeah, she ends up deleting them herself.
Anyway, so, when I wouldn't fire Vault, you know, she's went in there.
I wanted them.
And by the way, that conversation that we had about the mods, that she didn't delete them like that day. It was after I made the joke on a gaming stream when Core Master was like,
Core was donating.
He was pretending.
Core was donating, and under like Streamlabs, you can put whatever name you want. Stream Element same way, I believe. And Core was stirring the pot like Core can. And he was stirring the pot.
Planning to donate as Rico. And I was just like
whatever Rico.
Yeah, it was like bigger YouTuber. Like
and I made a crack about your mods or something like that. And I started laughing. It was an inside joke because I was pretty sure it was somebody from the news team. You know? And then she deleted. She got so mad, then she deleted it to him.
Yeah, she got mad that day because she sent it to me that day, and I was on the stream. She sent me a clip of it.
Yeah, like who gave that to her?
I don't know who. I know she had it recorded because she sent it to me.
Oh, we're kind of going forward a bit. I did want to.
Okay, all right.
Verse, what was your first impressions of Rico?
I didn't really interact with him a whole lot, like from me to him. It was just more so the stuff, like I was telling you earlier, was I was kind of doing what you did for Shop on the Point for a while as far as wrangling the retards and being more intertwined with their inner workings, which I'm so glad I'm not doing that anymore. Jesus Christ. But I would just have all these different things with proof, like not just said in passing, but people would send me things, stuff like that, as far as him saying certain things to like girls in the server about flying them out and different things like that, and having his Instagram about being a photographer, but it turned out those were stock photos that you could reverse image search. Just very weird, different, like scummy fake things to try to inflate himself which we found out later he didn't really need. But sorry, another fat joke. But but it was just putting himself on a pedestal more and more and more, because I don't know if he just wanted to be like really think other people highly of him or something like that. But it was just many small things like that was clearly like just set my own red flags and alarms off, because that sets me off immediately if that fake people and stuff.
Was Matt wearing a tie for this one? Matt sounds like, oh, Skip, did you listen to the beginning of this? Matt was like all professional. I felt like he was sitting at a desk with his little cup of pens and his little cup of coffee with his laptop in front of him and his notes on the side. I feel like I can see him shuffling his notes. He was Mr. Professional when it came to this one. I knew what you meant. I knew you meant shuffling. Oh my god.
Stuff like that. I'm very...
Yeah, I backed him up because I really didn't start thinking he was annoying until I was like, dude, you gonna post or not? And he's like,
yeah, that's when I asked. Is like, yeah, but
he's like,
got let go.
He's like, no, I'm not. I'm not. Like, oh, that's kind of a problem.
Yeah. So Rico was let go of the news team. Meanwhile, Verse, you're seeing all these red flags about the guy. Verse, you get into, now this was talked about on the Shot from the Point stream from 2019. There was a argument between Nick and you, Verse, with Doc also joining in. Do you remember that argument at all, Verse?
I don't remember it being an argument, but we would have discussions as far as like newer people and kind of gauging how people are, or if anybody had like issues as far as seeing other things, or potentially like we had with Craig Beckett and stuff like that. You know, be like, hey, do you notice something weird about this fucking guy or something like that? And and of course I'm the fucking one who always starts this shit, so I look like the bad guy. But I'm like, dude, I was telling him these.
That's why Matt's the bad guy now. I don't understand this whole thing where everybody complains to Matt. Matt gets complained about with Tommy C streams, Now Recording. If somebody gets pissed off because of how they sounded on Now Recording, they go to Matt. It's always Matt. Bless his heart. Matt's always getting shit. I couldn't do what Matt did. I could not do what Matt does. There is no way. I couldn't do it because I would be cussing people out left and right. I'm telling you, Matt's job on SFTP and on Now Recording, I agree with you. I think it's the beginning of his villain arc. Because if you notice, he's starting to get a little bit more short-fused. Just saying.
These different things that I told you earlier, and I was like, dude, there's something fucking weird about this guy. Like, I think we should probably just get rid of him. Right. I get you guys like him, but this is a weird fucking dude. He does a lot of weird shit with like women and stuff like that are behind the scenes, and he just seems overall there's something super fake, or like there's a very big facade, and we should just get rid of this person while we can. And they thought that he was no issue. There, he was maybe a.
Oh, Aiko, Matt gets all the shit. Matt gets all the shit. He really does. Bless his heart. He really does. It's funny. It's funny at times, and then sometimes it's like, and most of the time when people are getting on Matt, you are literally looking at them sideways because they're getting on him over stupid shit. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Pumpkin, no. The mouse cannot be your pillow. Move here. You know I'm live. That's why you're acting like this.
A weird guy, but everyone's fucking weird in the server, so it's not anything new.
Yeah.
And I'm just causing trouble, which. Once again, I was right.
No, I don't think that was true. I just think people thought you were wrong. I mean,
sure. And knowing, and especially back then too, because this is years ago, I am a very stubborn person, so I would probably make it a point to remind them frequently. So if something came up with him, I'd probably be like, "Yep, I told you we should get fucking rid of it." Just bring it back up or whatever. I could see myself doing that. And it created like a divide where like people understood why he needed to go and kind of sided with me.
Well, not necessarily live stream. When it comes to Now Recording, obviously they record it because it's a podcast, but they have live streams once a week. But yeah, how they looked in a, well, okay, when I say how they look, Aiko, I mean like how they sounded on the podcast and how it was portrayed or whatever. It's funny, yeah.
And then people who were like in the moon base and shit like that, who thought like, no, he's fine, he's an all right guy overall. And it was kind of just like a segregation between us.
Can someone define what the moon base is real quick for me?
I mean, it's pretty much like a server where friends would hang out, people on the news team, a few cool people from the SFTP server, and a bunch of random other people who were probably like YouTubers. That was pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. Sorry,
No,
it was one of the first. It was one of the first servers where people sprouted it off, and I think that you guys are a bad example because you guys are doing it in a very organic and real way as far as starting your guys' own podcast with now recording and everything like that. But this is before like people as far as shot from the point where actually stemming off and creating things. A lot of the times for the Discord servers, it's people who were, you know, using Discord a lot and wanted to have their own server with their own friends because maybe there were certain people, me, that you don't care for in the server and want to have like your own group of friends. And so just be more of like a gatekeeping kind of thing. Like, yeah, I have this and I'm controlling it and I'm in this and so's not and we're in here, and that weird whole Discord thing that goes on to this day. And then of course, like you were talking about earlier,
I'm gonna be honest. I hate Discord. I love my Discord because my Discord, we don't even talk drama in my Discord. It's all about cat pictures or pet pictures, food recipes, just talking about normal everyday stuff. My Discord is an escape. We don't talk about drama. We don't do any of that. I don't even allow it. No, you don't, Small PP. You're Small PP's lying. Small PP's always putting up some crazy ass gifts and stuff. Yeah, sometimes they're talking about knitting and I'm looking at it going, oh. Oh, man. No, but besides that, like, I usually hate Discords. And I definitely don't like talking in a public Discord chat. I just don't like doing it anymore. I pretty much just hang out in the Destiny. If I'm in a Discord chat, I'm in the Destiny Discord chat. Hanging with people.
Vault was saying getting YouTubers in there, like, oh,
yes, Taylor shows her brownies.
Fucking Ricky Burt, like, you know, all this. Not Ricky, literally. I don't remember if he was in there or not, but just like, you know, kind of stacking
He
it
was in there. I think he was.
stacking up like fucking Pokemon cards, having YouTubers in your stupid little server. That's kind of how it was. There wasn't really any outside benefit or any like cross pollination or anything like that.
I found the clip. You want to listen to the audio of this?
I do.
Sure.
Yeah, I actually found it when we get to the point. I don't know if this will help you.
So this is the audio for
This
the game stream?
The moment everything happened.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, here it is. Playing.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Okay, here's a donation. Better YouTuber. Better watch your back and keep your people in control. That's the
That's
yeah,
core.
Saying that. That's core.
That's core. That's core. Stirring the pot as core can. You know, but Core just likes to have fun. He doesn't do anything malicious.
But I think I remember, like, I didn't get in a fight with her, and I just told him, like, I told everybody off, like, in the server, like, she's being really aggressive to me. She's like, get your people under control. Like, who are you talking? I mean, I remember thinking, like, saying if she was anybody else, I'd tell her to fuck off. You know,
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Better watch your back, keep your people in control. A better YouTuber. Yeah, fuck you. I'll do what I want. Rico.
I love Tommy's laugh.
That was it.
Yep.
That was it.
Wow.
All right.
That's why she deleted my videos.
All right.
Yeah.
Going, but before all that, Rico was actually let go of the news team before all of this happened.
Yes,
yeah.
But he wasn't let go like you're fired, get out. It's like you're not contributing, you can't be in the server. These
There's
things are a little strict. They're not that way anymore. You probably find that shocking. But back then, we expected you to put 3 a week. And if you weren't doing it, 9 times out of 10 we just said, if you weren't doing it after a while, like Zanny used to like run the numbers, right?
Yeah, I used to come in and
yeah, like you got to remember too, like he never did it no matter what, right? Everybody else that didn't do it that week always went the next week and did something. He wouldn't do it, and then I talked to him. I was like, "Look, this is going on for a while now. I'm telling other people they have to do it, and they do it, and you're not doing it. I mean, that's a problem as far as like you're just keeping the camaraderie." And he's like, "Yeah, but I got this going, that going." Like, let's.
I'm gonna tell you what. One thing about Tommy C and how he does his channel. He has the formula for a news team. You know, you talk, okay, so you have all these YouTubers and they talk about their team got them this story and their team got them that story, or one of my people did this and one of my people did that. Tommy is the only one that I actually see out of the people I hear saying that who actually has a news team. And they're good together. They are good together, and he's got that formula. He really does. I don't know. It astounds me how well that he, and it's like the people that are on that news team are proud to be part of that news team. It's crazy. It's crazy the formula that Tommy C has with that.
Fine, you know, it's like you're good. You got your moon-based thing going on. You got everything. Yeah. Okay, just give me some time. I think I'll get to it this time. I was like, well, I really need you to. And I gave him I think another 6 months.
It was about 4 or 5 months afterwards.
5 months. I didn't do anything. Like, you haven't done one thing, one post.
There's something.
Yeah. But I was like, I really don't think I just don't have the time for it. Like, well, here's the thing. You can't be in. You got to promise me right now that you're gonna do this, or I'm gonna have to let you out of the server. It's that simple. Because at the time, we felt like the best way to keep leaks from happening was limiting the amount of people that needed to be there. Right. Yeah. And nowadays we don't give.
Yeah, 6 months is quite a time to give somebody to do what they were supposed to do. Right. 6 months. 6 months. I don't know if I would have let that go for 6 months. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, SFTP news team got awesome people. Yes, I agree.
Give us fuck as much about it because we're not breaking stories anymore, or doing that. So like it's something that wouldn't happen now that did happen then, and I still think that's a good. By the way, I think it's good advice for YouTubers. The least amount of people in your Discord as humanly possible. And he just came with his excuse. I was like, well, I'm gonna let you go. And that's the way it ended. I put him out.
You hear what Tommy just said? The least amount of people in your Discord as humanly possible. That's why I have a mod team in my server, but I don't have a news team. Because basically, I see what I see on Twitter, I see what I see on YouTube, and I'm just going to react to it or deep dive on it or whatever. I don't really have a news team. And I'm kind of happy I don't have a news team, to be honest. I don't know if I could deal with all that. Honestly, I don't know if I could deal with all that. I couldn't do it. All right, Gaming Witch, you have a good night.
It wasn't like, fuck you, I'll never talk to you again, you're out of my server. It was more like, you're not a part of my project anymore because you're not participating in it.
Well, there's a screenshot. I think you wrote this to uVault, or I know he wrote it to somebody. It's from December of 2018, before all this went down. I guess right around the time he got let go. He says, "I'm not getting involved with Shop from the Point as of today. Seeing as Tommy talks down to me, I'm just not going to openly put myself to be helpful in any way. The rewinds are going to go to Comrade and my donations elsewhere. If I find any news or info, I'll forward everything to you. I need to concentrate on my real job and cleaning up my debt."
When was that? What you said? What 2018? When was that?
December of 2018.
December 2018.
Yeah,
that was when I came back from Ireland. I yelled at him.
Okay.
Yeah. He would also tell me. I don't know about the other guys. He would also tell me after he left to not join the meetings, to stay with him in PCs.
Yeah. He was going around and he was telling you guys to not join meetings and stuff like that.
Basically.
Did he ever say why?
Nope. Yeah, it's like kind of like he wanted people to talk to, but it's like most people in that server were in the news team.
Yeah.
So it was kind of the thing at the time was like, and Tommy's like, everyone get in here, let's talk stories. Everyone goes in.
I mean, that sounds like an attempted coup to me.
It was. That's
exactly what it sounds like. D.max got it right. It does sound like, trying to set Tommy up for failure. Telling people not to go to meetings, telling people not to do their thing. That does sound like you're trying to set up Tommy, 100%.
I heard about that later. I was like, well, I guess it made the right move.
You think it's like an ego thing? My server is growing. I can get everybody to my
server.
Exactly.
Yeah, he thought he had enough pull at the time to get people to twist and turn onto him and go.
Dude, yeah, he's on fucking orbit. Shit.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you let him go. You let Rico go. At this point, he's already close with Illuminaughtii, right?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, he was.
What would know that? What would know that on there?
Yeah, he was. They were fairly close.
Because before, this is what I've heard. Before they go on the trip, Rico gets in touch with Blair's parents to try and get her a birthday cake.
Wait, what?
I didn't hear about that. That's hilarious.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
like Rico.
Wait, I'm a little bit hazy on those details.
Let me explain a little. Rico and Failery. Yeah. So Rico. So the group was Rico, Failery, Illuminaughtii, and Real Talk, and Hex D, and am I missing anyone?
Sammy.
And
Sammy. Real Talk's
well, but am I missing anyone else that appeared on camera?
Was Solaire part of
No, Sammy was
Solaire wasn't there.
Sammy always stayed off camera.
So Real Talk, Hex D, Illuminaughtii, Failery, and Rico were all going to go on a trip to Vegas to meet each other. At some point before this, Failery and Rico want to get Blair a birthday cake and want to surprise Blair. But Rico decides to get in touch with Blair's parents to try and circumvent that so that he can get a surprise for her without letting her know. But he has no idea about her. Like he's never talked to her parents. He's not close with Blair like that. Blair freaks out, and the trip is almost ruined. Does Burst or Vault or anyone? Does anyone know anything about this?
I do remember that. I talk him into going after all that happened. I don't remember the exact details about the cake, but I do remember what happened afterwards. Core might remember some of the details.
Hi there, Core.
Hi, Core.
What's up?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here now. Sorry about being late. So the only thing that I was told was that they were supposed to. It was her birthday, I think the week before the trip or 2 weeks before the trip, something like that. And she reached out. I think Valerie or Rico, one of them reached out to her sister because I guess her sister follows her or something, and then ended up saying, "Oh well, I don't know what her favorite cake flavor is. Just ask my parents." And I don't know if she gives them like social media information or personal information, but they reach out to her parents, and her parents are like saying, "Who are you guys? Why are you asking what my daughter's favorite flavor of cake is?"
Oh my god! Oh my god! No, no. I'm gonna be honest. I'd be kind of mad that somebody I know from the internet did that. I would be pissed. I would be so angry. I would flip shit. I can tell you now. I would flip shit. I really would. Wouldn't I, Pumpkin? Wouldn't I, Pumpkin? We're going to be putting Pumpkin up for auction at the end of this live stream because she's getting on my nerves, y'all. All right? We're going to be putting Pumpkin up for auction. And we're going to start at, let me look at her, 50 cents. We're going to start at 50 cents. Yeah, but they're about to meet in person. Isn't that weird? Like, couldn't they give her the birthday cake then? Or, like, take her out for a late birthday present? Like, dinner or something? Exactly, Skip. It makes no damn sense.
And it causes, like, a huge ruckus within the Illuminati family.
They cut her breast off and mailed them to Beijing. You should have said.
Yeah, we want ransom now.
Yeah, but somehow everything calms down, and they all decide that everything's okay, and they all meet each other in Vegas. This is recorded by Valerie in a vlog that is still up to this day, and everyone hangs out, and this is the first time anyone actually gets to see Rico. Now, before that video is uploaded, while they're still recording in the hotel room, they decide to call Tommy C in a voice chat and get in a voice chat with him to thank him so that everybody was able to meet up. Tommy, would you like to describe that phone that call?
I got a call. It was a comfortable call for me because I hate getting. I'm so good at taking compliments. But it was sort of I don't want to pat myself on the back. This is what they were doing. This is like a fact, objective. They wanted to thank. They were having such a good time. They wanted to thank me. I remember Blair saying like, I wouldn't have a YouTube channel if it wasn't for you or all that other shit. I wouldn't be where I wouldn't be doing as well as I am now because she had started taking off by that time.
Yeah.
And the rest of it was like our friendships, whatever. Because they made it seem like Vault. I think you were in the call. Were you in that call or no?
Oh, we will get there. We will get there.
Okay, and it did seem like we're having a great time. Now, Real Talk did say he wasn't terribly impressed with Blair, and I think Blair made a really bad impression on Sammy, which is bizarre because Sammy is just so easygoing. That shock, that really should have been a huge tip off right there. It was a nice thing to say. I felt good, but I didn't show it, type of thing, because it was like weird for me because I'm just like that. And then they thanked me, and that was it. I mean, that was it. They're having a good time. They met because of the show. Some of them had some success because of it, and they thanked me for it. And that's really all it was. It was a nice gesture from all of them.
Okay. Now, while that call's going...
Oh, we've seen that record. I think I saw that recording on Twitter when they showed that.
Going on. Vault, what are you saying in that call?
Well, I was looking at a photo that we posted on Twitter, and I noticed that Rico was a fairly chubby guy, so I kept repeating myself and calling him fat multiple times.
Mind you, Vault was 16 at this time. Okay.
Yeah.
Vault, if you can give me an example, like pretend I'm Rico, just go for it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Say a sentence, man.
Well, I'm just at Vegas.
You're so fucking fat.
Rico.
Dude,
man,
Rico
really fat. And then I see something. I talked to Illuminaughtii or something, and Rico is Wow, you're really big.
Yeah, usually
Oh
people
my
orbit
God.
Tommy's feet, but you're the
Yeah.
first person that is orbiting everybody's orbiting you, man. That's weird. Like those kind of comments.
Interrupting with
Yeah.
how shocked he was. Like
Yeah.
even the call ended, I remember like, "Vault, did you see how fat Rico was?"
Yeah. I do remember
Vault was being a dumbass 16-year-old.
the first time
fairness-
he said it, though.
In fairness, Vault being six.
Tell me if I'm
In
wrong.
fairness-
I told you to knock it off
Yeah,
eventually.
he did. He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Well, I do wanna
After
say-
the 5th time.
I do want to say that on the stream, on the original Shop in the Point stream, I think you described the thing as like it was getting kind of uncomfortable. In the call.
Yeah.
Cool. What was I gonna do? I mean, there was a part of it that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like everybody was like DMing each other. It's like, is he gonna stop?
Well, guess what? I did not stop. I did not stop. I kept going, man.
Oh my
When it
God.
keeps going
Vault.
like that, I think it's like
mesmerized, like you were seeing.
I was. No, I was. I
He
feel
was
like I saw
he was a
Bigfoot for the
16-year-old
first
kid in the
time.
Middle East. That's the first fat person Vault's ever seen.
Fuck you.
Okay, verse. Okay, verse. All right, hold on one second. Let me go grab a coffee. Okay.
The other thing was he sent us pictures of himself before, and he was just
Yeah, they were like over a
clearly
decade
over
old.
19,
Chubby.
you know?
Okay, so
Yeah.
the photos that he sent me, he was a little bit chubby, but
Chubby,
not
yeah,
as
not
thin.
unattractively chubby, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, like a big boned guy, not even a fat guy. And this
fairly big boned guy.
Damn
was
it, Vault.
big pussy from The Sopranos, big, you know.
Yeah. So
Get
let's,
worse.
talk- let's so Rico, it's safe to say Rico took offense to these fat comments because in the screenshot, Vault says you are thick. Rico says, "Thanks, man. Really like how you did that in front of everyone. Hope it was worth it." And Vault says, "I was joking, man. Sorry, I pissed you off. Have fun in Vegas." To which Rico says, "Yup." So it's obvious that Rico's pissed.
I hope it was worth it.
Yeah, I hope it was worth it. Yep.
I
That's,
mean, being fat is
Yeah.
a choice.
Because he
I
was.
don't doubt it.
I mean, that call,
Right.
everybody was there.
Did
They
you
were
think
like,
that Vault? Like he's good.
We don't fat shame here. Thank you very much. We don't do that shit over here. Just throwing that. Yeah, exactly. Like you gotta understand, like the culture around SFTP. Honestly, okay. One, if it was starting to get uncomfortable, Vault must have been saying it over and over and over again because a fat joke, it around the culture of SFTP, that ain't shit, to be honest. But Vault must have really been doing it when people were starting to get uncomfortable with it. Honestly.
Gonna turn some screws.
No, I just thought that he was pissed off at the time. I didn't really expect.
Does anybody have a date on the trip?
April 6th, 7th, 2019. And the
April
screenshot's
5th.
April 7th. So
The screenshot's from April 7th.
Yeah.
Okay. Why is she calling me in July of 2019 about Vault making fat jokes then? Because I'm looking at the stream, and the stream's in July 2019.
Another angle?
There must have been something else. Did
the
you
joke.
just?
It was the joke. It was
No.
the. Wasn't it the joke or no? Was that after?
pretty sure it was the joke.
Wait. Oh, okay. So it was the joke. So is there a long time between? So when she comes back, does she talk to me like that? And then I let it go, and then a couple months.
I was kind of confused by the timeline. I thought
I feel like they're wrangling Tommy's memory. I really do. They're like they're wrangling him, going, "Okay, Tommy, we got this. We remember. We have the screenshots." Because poor Tommy can't remember anything. Skip. At some point, you just gotta check people. That's true. That's very true.
I thought this stuff is all happening in April and May, and then you guys don't talk about it till July when Augie
That's
does a
what it looks
stream
like happened because that's the only thing that makes sense.
Yeah.
So the Failery vlog didn't come out till April.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I wish I would have remembered when she called me.
If I remember correctly, I think like after the trip ended, she called you. You didn't, and she told you about her mods, about me, and everything else, and you did not tell us about it. I think like for a good few weeks.
Business. It was
Yeah.
Well, I did want to just go back on the.
But see, in that vlog that they showed that you see all over Twitter, okay? In that vlog, you saw, I believe Real Talk made the joke about Rico being fat. And somebody said, take that out of the vlog, take that out of the vlog. And Blair literally said, no, keep it in the vlog. So it's amazing to me that we get mad at it at that point. Yeah, true, Skip, true. But like she even wanted that kept in the vlog, so I don't know. It sounds weird.
Rico hypocrisy real quick. So this is a guy who would all the time when you guys were all hanging out would go at Tipster a lot, calling him fat, made the emoji.
Oh, nobody was off limits to him for any reason. Nobody. He was funny. Yeah. He was actually like I think Verse could back me up on that. He did.
Oh, Rico made that art? Oh.
He do funny memes and say funny things.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that wasn't so out of
I mean, that is kind of funny. Tipster's my boy, but that is, you know.
Also, Vault, I got a screenshot right here of him changing your name to, you're allowed to say it.
Sandbagger.
Yeah, he called you.
He called me a sandbagger, man.
Yeah, so he can call you the sand N-word, but you can't call him fat. 15, 20
God forbid.
It's lopsided. Yeah, it's lopsided. It's like you're on a seesaw with him. Of course it's lopsided.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah. So after the video is uploaded, I believe Rico decides to go on a break to better himself, and eventually he returns to the moon base and takes away all of Dr. Shervago's mod powers and immediately kicks Vault. And Doc would then use his own server to migrate everyone over there, and it becomes like this gay Discord drama, like the stuff we love to cover. And Rico claims that he kicked Vault because he couldn't trust him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that happened.
Yeah. So Blair and Tommy, you guys talk about you.
Yeah, Skip. Yeah, exactly. I didn't know about that part. I did not know about that part at all. Oof. Big old oof on that one. Damn.
I think we've already talked about this, but she talks to you about controlling your mods or controlling your mods, and you say, Tommy, that she was very hostile towards you, and claimed that your mods were making fun of Rico and her mods, and they were getting uncomfortable due to Core Master, Vault, and Dr. Shervago. And Blair claims that she will stand up for Rico and tells Tommy that he should do something about it. Tommy then you then say everyone is an adult here and doesn't understand.
Now, this is the part where I say it seems like a pattern of behavior, because that's what Blair did with the clique about his mods. You need to do something about your mods. Your mods were doing this, they were doing that. You know, this goes down in your server. It seems like a habit. It does seem like a habit. That's why I said, you know, when I was hearing these stories in the background, you know, when all this, you know, Illuminati stuff came up, I was hearing the stories in the background because, you know, I hang out with Core and Xanta and them playing Destiny and stuff. Although I haven't played Destiny in 2 weeks. It sounded really familiar when I heard the click story, or when I read the click story on Twitter, and when I listened to the video, it sounded very familiar. You know? Wait, why are you saying good, Matt? Why is Matt saying good? Did somebody say something? What is good for? Folks have tried that with you, telling you to check certain people. Skip. I'm gonna tell you what. Either you have dumbass people trying to tell me what to do with certain people, or they go to Skip thinking they're going to get an expose out of Skip about me. People are dumb. People are dumb. They dumb as hell. You know?
And well, you don't understand what you could possibly do in this situation.
Oh, I know what Matt Pitt's good is about. Is me saying I haven't played Destiny in 2 weeks. Yeah, people are stupid as hell.
And Blair then says that if you don't do something, she will. And then she kicked Shervago out of her server. Does that all sound familiar, Tommy?
That sounds right. What month was that?
I want to say this was maybe right after all this stuff happened.
Like mid-April, maybe?
Yeah, it was after. Yeah, it would have been mid-April, early May, because he took like a 2-week break after he got back from Vegas.
I'm looking at my DMs between her right now. Want to see them?
Yeah, sure. I got you.
Tommy's like, you want to see him?
You're sharing it.
Yeah, but this is something nobody's seen before. Yeah. Check this out. Okay.
Do we show him on the screen? Did we show him on the
What do we
screen?
do? Is this
Oh, we
Nick?
do.
No. He told me about it on Twitter. That's May 29th. So I don't know if this interests you, but Slazo, one of the dudes in my community, just had an ex-girlfriend come out and accuse Slazo of non-sexual sex activity, a whole bunch of other. There's uncomfortable. The dude's almost 800K. A big yikes if true.
Yeah.
There must have been nothing to this. Was that around the time this last? He gave her a job, and I called her for 17 minutes. Okay, that was on June 25th. On June 30th, is that during this Lazo stuff?
Yes,
it's all happening.
Yes,
it's all happening.
So he heard stuff. Okay, so we're doing like work here. We're comparing. This is raw data here. Like she's not. I just want to make sure she's not accusing him of this. This is something she heard. She's following up to me. Okay, and it must have been nothing to it because we didn't go back. What you're seeing is raw here. No one's accusing anybody of anything. Not
right.
I can't give Blair that. Okay. Need to call ASAP and saying then I got to call. So that would have been on. Need GVC ASAP. I can call in 10 minutes. Okay, I got it set on June 30th. I got in a call with her.
Okay.
Missed the call from the and then 12. And then it lasted 12 minutes. That must have been the call. Okay. On June 30th. That's when the issue happened between me and her.
Toxic Dome, you would be amazed. I've had people under other videos in the comment section talking about my mods in my chat. Well, specifically Skip. Let's be honest. You would think Skip was Satan. The way they were talking about it. And number 2 is Amber Chick. They like to complain about Skip and Amber Chick because Skip and Amber Chick don't take no shit. If you come up in this chat and they're ones that they will fight you. They do not care. They do not care. They're not nice. They are not nice. No. Don't take, when they are nice, don't take it as a weakness. I'm just saying. Especially Skip. I keep telling y'all she ain't the nice one. Y'all don't listen. Yeah, they called you a bully, Skip. They called Skip a bully. I remember being in VC with Skip, and I found this comment, and I sent it to her. I'm like, girl, look what they said about you. And we were laughing. We were crying laughing. It was so funny. Oh, my God.
But that's long after the fucking Vegas thing, right?
Yeah, Vegas thing happened in April.
I got nothing from her from April. This is stuff related to the r/.
That's a damn lie.
Misery just made his name into r/, basically copycatting r/. So how are you, bitch? r/ is going like crazy. Your sorry ass is below 200K. Sad bitch. This is the stuff that Verse was talking about. Like she was sending us.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're just gonna pretend that you didn't call somebody out on one side of the story again? Bot 3582. Just wondering. We worked on stuff privately. We both have moved on. Sorry, you're stuck in the past. That must suck to be mad over something. But so that's somebody she wrote back to. I think she's that she's referencing the situation. When did she first bring that to our attention? The timeline's and then she sends me this. Yeah. This is on.
That's a lot of
July. This is from July.
Okay, yeah.
19.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
Better watch your back. Keep your people in control. You're gonna fuck you. I'll do what I want.
I think this is a reference to a lot of jokes we had been making in the server.
So I think I can explain what's going. So the build-up was Rico was going to everyone behind the scenes, real talk, maybe Dave, maybe a few others, and just complaining about the fat thing. And I think that's kind of built up. But I do want to point something out. In the vlog, Real Talk says, referring to the call, Real Talk says, well, apparently he's fat. And everybody laughs. And Valerie says, cut that out, comrade. Illuminaughtii says, no, comrade, don't you dare cut that out. That is comedy gold in his left hand. So in reality, the whole fat thing publicly, that's all Illuminaughtii. Yeah, it was Blair.
Yeah, it was.
Exactly. But that is the one I'm talking about. What they just talked about. That is exactly what I'm talking about when I say that.
This must be the call. The call must have been on June.
Yeah.
Because I was bitching about the call privately. I remember that.
Yeah.
I didn't get
heard that too.
But I was kind of like in the news. I can't believe she talked to me that way. I mean, what the fuck? Well, I mean, nothing but nice to her. You know.
Yeah.
And let's see. Then. So and we were good even after that. And then she wrote me. I think you know where this is going. It was great with you. It's very clear we have grown in two very different directions. I wish nothing but the best for you, your new team, and your family. Love. Huh? Okay, I know now. Fair enough. Fair enough. Thanks for everything. All the best. Right? I knew she was moving on. Right? But then it dawned on me to check that the videos were still there because she had asked priorly because the Keemstar thing, they have to take the videos down.
Mhm.
She used that Keemstar thing.
So she went into your channel.
Never going to do Keemstar. She went because she still had access to what was called SFTP News, which is now the Tommy C channel. It's not used. So
and she deleted 13 videos. One of them being the second most popular video on that channel, the Barley House video.
Yeah, but that was our biggest breaking one.
Yeah.
She had a manager role on your channel, which allowed her to do that.
Yes, and that's what I got the notification. That's when I froze. I got the notification.
Yeah, you immediately called me. I remember that.
She had removed herself. I got the notification in Google that she had removed herself from being a mod there. I probably.
That's why I never see myself giving somebody a manager role, because that scares me. That scares me. It really scares me, somebody doing something like that. It really, really does.
Wouldn't even took her off at that point, you know.
Yeah.
Think about it. You know, okay, you know, because and then I lost. Oh God, she did.
Okay, yeah. I think I can explain. All right, so there was at one point where you remembered, or where one point you considered taking her off because of the Slazo stuff. You guys were talking about the Slazo stuff, and she had made a video on Slazo and completely like dropped the ball.
Hey. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
You're right. She did throw
But
it.
you threw him under the bus.
And then when Nick started making major headway, she tapped out quick.
Yeah. And there was a situation where you misinterpreted something because you thought Blair had said she talked to Slazo, but she was talking about r/. And you misinterpret that, and so you kind of went at it with Blair, and then you apologize, and you're like, "Hey, no, okay, I totally misinterpreted that."
I don't remember that at all. Don't remember.
That's covered on your stream.
I said that on the stream. I got it.
Yeah,
but I guess it happened. Yeah. I'm sure it did.
Because I remember the night the videos got deleted because I think everyone was in a VC.
Yeah.
I got my note right here. Blair also made a video going after Slazo about rape.
I'm gonna be quite honest. I think good job, Matt Pitt, because I think you wrangled this well because you had notes. Just saying. Because if you didn't have notes, I think this conversation probably would have went everywhere. And anywhere, honestly. Good job. You know what? Good job to Matt Pitt for having his notes and his stapler and his little cup of pens and his rustling of papers. Good job. Good job, Matthew.
Allegations when she could have talked to Tommy and realized that those allegations did not have a strong foundation whatsoever. Tommy misinterpreted Blair after she said what she said, after she said she spoke to Slazo about it, when in reality she didn't, but it was because she was talking about another Redditor YouTuber, I believe r/, and that she was in drama with. This started a whole fight between you two, which you apologized for the misinterpretation. But after that fight, you considered kicking her out of the channel just in case she freaked out, but decided not to because that conversation was your fault, and you would feel bad for kicking her out of the channel.
Yes.
Yes.
I heard that. Yeah.
Oh God, sleepwalking through life. Yes, I got it.
Yeah. No, that is 100% true. Because I do remember. I remember that.
Yeah.
So, and this is before the donation where Core donates a joke. The joke's donated. You get the DMs that you just read. It's kind of like a resignation letter, and then you find out that 13 videos have been deleted. One of them, the Barley House.
Yeah, this one's July 1st. Somebody sent it to her July 2nd.
Yeah.
Cord, you sent her that?
Did I send her what?
You sent her the fucking video. I wonder how she got it.
I didn't send her the video. I'm not that
probably
much
one of her
invested.
mods. Probably one of her mods.
Probably Rico.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, Rico.
Most likely Rico, because he did watch all the content back then.
No, he didn't. We were gone. We kind of separated.
Oh no, but he still watched.
No, he's still
no. He brooded in his Discord. I was a spy in there for a little while. You think I was your friend, Rico, during that period of time? I made you feel good because I wanted to know what the fuck you were gonna do, and I found out. Fuck around, and I found out.
I trusted spy, Core Master.
That's an op right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
It
All
was
right.
a huge gay up.
To get back on track here. All right, so all this stuff is
There's Matt wrangling them to get back on track.
happening in April, May, June. All right, in July, Augie goes live and covers the story. And at that point, it had not been made public that Illuminaughtii had deleted your videos up until Augie does it. Who leaked it to Augie?
It was Tom. It was Tommy. He was bitching about it.
It was him.
I was bitching about it. I wanted other people to talk about it. So I decided to leak it to Augie. And the problem, it was kind of a mistake because my news team, because I told Augie, present this as somebody leaked this to you. But the news team started, I should have thought of this, started all pointing fingers at each other. It was me. I leaked it because I wanted to get talked about. I wanted to get.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember this. I remember this.
And they all started fighting. And I'm like,
everyone was in the VC. Was like, no, it wasn't me. It was you. Fuck you.
I said several times that if anybody is called leaking, it's done. You're done.
Yeah.
None of them ever leaked.
I think it's amazing to me that it was never leaked until Tommy leaked it to Augie. That shows you what kind of team he has. You know? That shows you what kind of team Tommy has. I can appreciate the kind of team he has. I really can. I can appreciate it.
What mutual server are we a part of? Chubbs. Okay. 2 mutual friends, Chubbs and Nerd City. Nerd City, what a jerk off.
Poor Tommy.
Yeah,
it never worked either. He always, when we were going back and forth about that leaking stuff, he was like, guys, it's not a big deal. So what? Augie's gonna talk about it. Like, guys, it's really not a big deal. I'm like, no, fuck you. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. He's like, guys, whoever it was, just don't do it again. It's not a big deal.
No. Then I had to make up a bullshit lie. I said, I think I said such, who's not in the nudes team. They may have told somebody who told Augie, right? And everybody calmed down after I said that.
Who's verse core?
I didn't do so much lying.
What's up, Maggot?
Verse core Vault. Who is the biggest suspect when you guys are arguing with each other?
That's a good question. I don't even know that.
Okay, I believe it was Xander.
Blair was on blast, but Tommy and the gang were not that popular, so many commentators commented and drama channels didn't go over it as much as they should have. Yeah.
Answer at the time, actually.
It was Xanter or Kairu.
I was gonna say Kairu.
Yeah, it was
Xanter
me
and
or
Kairu.
Yeah, because that night where all the videos went down, I remember this clearly. Everyone was in a VC in the newsroom except for me, Kairu, and Blair. We were in my server talking. Me and Kairu at the time didn't know this shit was happening.
Okay.
Like with the videos deleting.
I got
everyone was suspicious of me and.
Yeah. So Vault, I can say this.
Go ahead.
I got a screenshot between Tommy and Vault. On July 4th, 2019. Vault says, I didn't say anything to Augie. Tommy says, just watch, don't worry about that. I think I know who it is, and it's not you. And Vault says, thank you. And Tommy says, she's already spurging out, lol. And Vault says, lol. So Tommy.
Yeah, that's like an asshole, yeah.
Yeah, this is 4D chess on Tommy.
I realized I made a mistake.
Yeah, why would you lie to us?
Well, I had to. I had to. I had to lie. I didn't realize the lie to like to tell Augie was to make. I didn't know that I was forcing myself to lie when I told Augie to say it's a leak. Like I didn't think that. It was dumb. I didn't think that far into it. Usually I'm pretty good at like avoiding shit like that. But then it was like, oh, got clean up on aisle 10 here, you know?
Yeah. So
yeah, because everybody thought, okay, who's the leak? Who's the spy? Who's the spy? And it was Tommy the whole damn time. Good job, Tommy. Good job. Good job, Tommy. Oh God.
So this allows you, Tommy, to do your stream now that it's public.
Yes,
and
now we got momentum, and not only that, we got momentum now. So it was just a good thing to do. It was just smart.
Yeah. Does anyone remember what Illuminaughtii was doing at this point when Augie goes live? I know that she had blocked him. I went back and watched the stream. She had blocked him live on air. I don't know if she was like spurging to you guys, but there are a couple screenshots, and I think this is around this time. Hold on, let me look at it real quick. This is a screenshot on July 4th, the same day, July 4th, 2019. Solera of Astoria says, anyone from Moonbase I should look for in your server, or is everyone good? Illuminaughtii says most of them left the Moonbase already. Charvago, Verse, Vault, XD, Core Master, Nick Diorio, Gamer J. Lee, Catastrophia, that bunch, also Augie RFC. So
Gamer J. Lee. Yeah, that's the one that
Gamer J. Lee
was the one that confused everybody.
Of all people, Gamer J. Lee? What?
So the stream goes out. You guys are hitting Illuminaughtii pretty hard, and I think she kind of goes.
I still haven't watched that old stream yet. I don't think I've ever watched that stream. I need to go back and watch that stream from Tommy C. Just for my own personal thing. I haven't watched it yet. I keep forgetting there was a stream. You have, Skip? I haven't watched it yet. Toxic Dome says Jay Lee is so nice. Oh, you watched it last year? Yeah, I need to go back and watch it.
Quiet, sort of. Nick makes a video on her, and it immediately gets DMCA'd down, but not by Blair. Blair got her thumbnail artist to DMCA it, and this was like his on his shitposting channel. She also tried to reach out to Failery to tell her that Nick had featured her vlog, but ended up blocking Failery before because she took too long to reply. So Illuminaughtii posts the blog and says, your vlog is used a lot in here. Enjoy. Failery goes to reply, I don't care, but is immediately blocked.
Okay, come on. See that? Oh my God, dude. That's. You're literally asking people to target a video and get it struck down. It's amazing. See, this is why, honestly, I'm gonna be for real. I can't see that you were part of SFTP and that whole group, and you thought flagging people and getting people DMCA'd was okay. Because they're like opposite of that. They're not down for that kind of stuff. That's why I think, honestly, if she was faking, I don't think the fake is now. I think the fake was then. I think she just was acting the way she felt like she was supposed to act around them. Honestly. You know? I don't... Yeah.
And also I have the screenshot here of, out of curiosity, did Illuminati have anything to do with you filing a strike? And the person says, she only informed me that my art was used and where, just letting me be aware. But other than that, no. My fellow art group's advice and my own looking online for advice to lead me to take that action. She never asked me to, which I think might be a lot.
Secure, you better not DMCA me for using your art in my thumbnail, ma'am. You know why? Because I have proof on Twitter that you said I could use it. I better not see it. No, I'm just joking. I know you won't. I'm just joking. I have been watching the Leftist Mafia podcast she was just a part of. She comes out very hard against censorship there, but it does it herself any way she can. Oh.
And then we have...
I haven't watched
here,
that podcast.
Hey, I just wanted to reach out to you and let you know there's a hate channel that just used your fan art you made for me as their thumbnail. I don't know if you gave them permission to use that, but if not, I just wanted to let you know so you could protect your work.
Man.
Yeah. So there you go. There's the screen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's one from Illuminaughtii here that says, this all stems from your video. So this is towards Failery. As she sends a link to the Shot from the Point stream. This all stems from your video and the shit with Rico. That one bit didn't have to be included. And now I have to protect my people, my server, my channel.
Wait a minute. You're gonna get... Wait, what? This all stems from your video and the shit with Rico? You said in the vlog to keep it in. How are you gonna get mad at her when you're the one that said keep it in? She was the one saying for it to get cut out. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. You're going to get mad at her and say this all stems from your video. You were in that video saying keep it in. What?
This is the bit that she did.
Yeah, everything's a panic. Like protect your server, dude. You're on there fucking encouraging the fat thing. You know?
Yeah.
like it's off base for her to have that out there. It's too funny.
Yeah. She then goes to Tipster apparently a few months prior. Tommy and Tipster were fighting. You guys were beefing at that point before this.
Yes.
And she Illuminaughtii actually recorded a video voiceover for Tommy going over a personal post about Tipster on his old website, talking about depression and how much of a crybaby he was.
Oh, yeah.
And
Do that.
yeah, so she then, after all that, she tries to go to Tipster about like all this stuff happening, and he ends up leaking screenshots of information.
Yeah, what did he ask Tipster to do? He asked her to like do something, right? It was something DMCA related or something, right?
Xana, do you know? Because
I think it was DMCA related. Hang on, let me find the
that's the thing. Like,
video.
Like
he shared his tweets in the video.
Me and Tommy got our problems, but Jesus Christ, I'm not going to do something like undoes everything that I preach over here. You know, what are you, nuts?
All right, well,
can I find it? I'm just scrolling through the video to see if I can find it.
It's just really weird whenever there's like a thing like this where it's like it comes from a community that's a little rougher and tougher, like all of us are over.
Yeah, thank you, d.max. Exactly. Like, I don't understand. Maybe she just wasn't really about it. You know? Because, like, the things... What's up, Joker? The things that she's doing in the background, if she was, like, really about it and, like, hanging out with that crew and, you know, apparently she wasn't about the same things they're about. Apparently. Oh, my gosh.
here.
Yeah.
And then
Oh,
they
yeah.
and then they get mad over like ad hominem. It's like, who the fuck cares? Like somebody called somebody fat, somebody's saying whatever. It's like
I really
it's mostly talking shit on the internet. Like
But you know
even
what?
dox threats.
Blair-
It's like, what's the reality of that really?
Blair saw the writing on the wall. The money was the money. It used to be like 2016. Prior to that, the money was pandering to the edgelords, right? And that shifted, and the money's the money was to pander to the outrage lords. You know, and that's what that's why she wanted that video.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest. Okay, let's be for real about that. That has shifted again because you know who's making the money now? Anybody who's in the manosphere. Anybody, the money makers are the ones that are like right. You know, like manosphere types, the guys who are for the nuclear family. That type, the manosphere, they're making the money now. They are raking it in now. It's crazy how the money shifts from like different groups. Cause it used to be the edgelords, then it turned into the leftists were making all the money. Now it's manosphere. Now the manosphere, they are raking it in. Oh, thank you, Joker.
Video down. Just why she
So
wanted
algorithm
to
brain.
get done with him down because it could have been used against her in outrage lord land, where you have to live by a code and a purity test. You know. Like
Well,
that-
and
that's
in
going on.
fairness too, you have to remember, Tommy, at this point when she was growing so quickly and having this burst from the Reddit theme going on, d.max, she was already making like 10 grand a month.
Yeah,
Easily.
Well, I remember
Like,
I was like, I have this many hits. How much do you think the check's going to be? I said at least 10 grand, maybe 20. And she was like, really?
Yeah. Yeah. But
Wow.
from the tipster tweet at the time, he was like, I don't share DMs, but when you're telling me that you're asking other people to abuse copyright strikes for you, fuck that, I'm gonna snitch. No shame, you played yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, so he
really is.
He went to her saying, they're like, yeah, look at this, look what I got this person to do. And he was like, oh, okay, fuck that.
Damn. She was really going around trying to get everybody struck, wasn't she? Holy shit.
Xana, can you screenshot that and send it to me, please?
Yeah, send it to you.
All right.
From his stream.
Cool. Okay, so and this next question is for you, Xana. You wrote here about a month or two later, she fired you as her editor after the beef between Tommy and Blair. So did you try to stay neutral for a while?
Yeah, I tried to stay neutral as possible because she was honestly paying me really well. Me and Tommy Tommy was like, yeah, go make the bag. It's still like all good and everything. And then
Yeah, because Tommy's not going to stop somebody from making money. Tommy's not so petty where he's going to stop somebody from making money. Absolutely not. I've had the talk with Kat. Girl, make your money. Make your money. You do art. It's not like you're in the drama or whatever. You do art. Make your money, girl. Shit. What's up, Brantley? We haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing? Miss Brantley. Using a third party to strike someone always by... For real, Joker. It's okay, Brantley. I'm glad you're here.
And it was due to a video deadline she wanted me to do. I told her, like, look, my health is really fucking me over here. I need to take, like, a break for, like, 2 weeks, just so I'm, like, back in the right frame of mind to do all this shit. And she was like, yeah, go take that. And then when I got back, put the video out just late after the deadline, she was like, I think she went complaining to Core, I think, at the time.
Wait, why would she go complain to Core?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, no, sorry, that was
she
before.
told me,
yeah.
So she told
That
me
was
in
before.
private. She told me in private before. Well, she was complaining about Xanta before, saying like he wasn't meeting deadlines, saying, I'm gonna have to think about letting him go. This was before. Again, this is before I got kicked out of the Moonbilly server because I said a giant fuck you after a while because I was like, Rico,
You know what? The sad thing is, and I'm sorry, I did this late. The sad thing is, like, I don't see anybody firing Xanta because Xanta he's a sweet dude. He's a very, very sweet dude. Xanta he's a good dude.
I'm gonna have to think about letting him go. This was before. Again, this is before I got kicked out of the Moonbilly server because I said a giant fuck you after a while because I was like, Rico, I'm just trying to figure out what the fuck you're doing, and that's why I'm in here. So, it was a little. it was a little oppy. I'm not gonna lie, but it was worth it because I ended up finding out that kind of shit, and she's like, "You don't side with Vault, do you?" And I'm like, "No, of course not."
It's something really bad should happen to him for calling Rico fat.
All right. Anyways, so what she said was that he just wasn't doing his work, and that he needs to be let go. That's all it was.
Yeah, I was getting the timeline confused. Sorry about that.
Okay, so that happened before all the.
I don't know. I want to say that they do talk to Nick. Matt could answer that if he was still watching. I don't know if Matt's still watching.
Shit went down.
Yeah, that happened before all this shit. But most of the time, it was like due to tech issues or like issues with the editing software. Most of the time.
Okay. So why you didn't meet a deadline and then you were fired?
Yeah, didn't meet a deadline, even though like the deadline was during the break. That she said, "Yeah, go take a break, go get everything fixed, everything sorted." Then when I came back and was like, "Yeah, here are 2 videos, all done. Let me know when you got more." She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna let you go." It was, to me at the time, it just felt like because I had obviously had ties to shot from the point.
Yeah.
This person
It
seems to
felt
be
like
really
it was like-
non-confrontational. Like it's just like every angle to try
Everything's
to get
done, and so they are confrontational if they're winning or they think they're winning. The moment the tide turns on her, she handles everything privately.
Well, it's just weird because like you can just tell people like, "Hey, I don't like you anymore," or like I just I want to move on. I want to go in a different direction. Like there are adult ways to be able to handle a conversation.
That was Happy Cruel World too, because she was really aggressive and confrontational until that she made her video and said, "Hey, look, sorry, Blair, I don't know why you're being this aggressive. I just had these questions for you." And when the public tide started turning against her and saying, "Hey, this girl didn't do anything to you," then she became like she diffused it and you go out and you say that I'm a good person, I'll go out and say you're a good person, and we'll call it even. Like she does enjoy being really aggressive.
Meanwhile,
gets her in.
Meanwhile, behind the scenes, I got a screenshot right here. Now she said this about everybody, but this is about particular Dr. Zhivago. Wait, why is the Zhivago bad? I'm being big dumb at the moment. By the way, another person says I gotta listen to his other music, but I am so buying Outrunning Karma on my iTunes. He is shot from the point. To which iilluminaughtii says he bullied Rico and said that me having a miscarriage and then going to therapy for it makes me a psychopath. Now she said that all of you were making fun of her miscarriage. Did anyone at all at any point make fun of her miscarriage?
Only after the fact on
privately, I think, and I can't remember. During her time that she had a miscarriage, I never told a soul. Mm-hmm. So I think what she's doing is she knew she told somebody, right? And she just made the rest. So I think she told me when she was younger she had a miscarriage, and that's where it stayed. Like I didn't tell anybody because that person I didn't tell. I don't think I even told my wife. Yeah. And I think I would have been extremely sensitive to something like that. I can only fucking imagine. I remember when my first wife got pregnant, I couldn't shut my fucking mouth and telling everybody because I was proud, right? And everybody said, "You're an idiot. You got to wait for the 3rd month to tell anybody." I'm like, why? Because like most pregnancies, first timers don't make it to the 3rd one. It's really, really common to even women to give birth to healthy babies. I'm like, so I would have been like, I remember I sweated those 3 months. I would have been really sensitive to that. I wouldn't have tolerated that at all. There's just no fucking way that I would have thought that was funny. The only way I would have joked about her fucking miscarriage or cancer or whatever the fuck she was is if she wore it on her sleeve and like I always have and used it to silence or shut up silence other people or held it over their heads. And she never did that publicly, so I would never done that. And no one else did either. I know Nick wasn't aware of it. She simply made it up.
Yeah, I remember Nick saying that he didn't even know about it. And I see Tommy's pro-life, okay? I don't see Tommy making a joke about that.
Yeah, no one was aware of it until that screenshot.
I might have been aware of it. I'd seen her because I remember when Nick was complaining to me, it sounded familiar because I think she told me privately in 2017.
And how fun? And I know this is going to be real dark humor saying this, but like, how funny is it to say, "Haha, look at your dead baby"?
Yeah, that's gonna get you some likes there. Like
that's how we grow, man.
Hey, look, it's Blair. The one that was a dead kid.
Well, like the one person I would want to ask in this situation, the one person that I think could make this joke. Burst, did you ever make that joke?
They knew better than to tell me about it, so no.
Damn it, Burst.
Yeah, it would have been a miscarriage to tell you.
No one's.
Verse. Verse is the worst. The worst.
Older. I didn't say a word. That's something I'm really sensitive. I would. That's just as low as it gets.
Yeah, that's as low as it gets.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say earlier, the only time it was ever made fun of is after the fact when she started pulling this shit, and then on stream like, yeah, fuck it, now we will.
Yeah, and we never did. We said we were gonna do it, never did. Yeah,
yeah, it never
it's
happened.
kind of tough to get a fucking laugh out of a baby born.
A baby death. Yeah.
Baby. That's always
Well, you know, sounds like Twitter talk.
Days. I've been out of the States for a while. Who's making their living making dead baby jokes? Please.
Dick Masterson probably.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. She made it up. She's a liar.
Yeah.
It's
really out there.
Like I remember when she was going nuts. There's part of me that just wants to go, Blair, it's me. Like, look what you're talking about. You're talking to me, you know. Like, but I don't think she thought very much of me from the beginning. I think I was just kind of a means to an end, you know, for her. Yeah. Her goal was to be a YouTube star, and she's accomplished it. But you know,
yeah, she has accomplished it. I mean, she's got a poppin' channel. She does. She's got a very poppin' channel.
Well, not in terms I'd want, you know.
I did want to ask Core a question. Core, you alluded that you found stuff out through Rico in the moon base. What was that stuff?
It wasn't anything significant. I was just trying to see what happened, if they were going to talk shit or make plans to like retaliate. I would tell like Vault and Trivago some things.
Yeah.
From time to time, like, oh, they just brought this up, or they genuinely don't think anything went wrong. But most of the time was him and his feelers. He was talking about like how depressed he was, and you know, even though everyone's gone, he's better off without them. And
yeah, Glammy, yeah, she still does. She still has over 1 million subscribers. She hasn't lost that much compared to how many subscribers she has. Losing 50K ain't shit when you have 1.7 million. Honestly, losing 50K, of course now it may be more now, I don't know, but at the time when I saw it, she had lost 50K. 50K ain't shit compared to 1.7 million. You know what I mean? So.
This is all Rico, by the way, just to clarify. And he would talk.
It's not like a creep show art situation, or like when what's his name? James Charles, when we had YouTube, when people on YouTube were showing him losing all his subscribers. It's not like a situation like that at all. Yeah, news travels slow out of the commentary community. Look at Hanson. No, you're right, Joker. James Charles sub loss was historic, but here's the thing: James Charles when he came out with his sister, sister or whatever, the one going up against Toddy, he gained it all back. Now, Creep Show Art percentage wise has the largest loss of subscribers, but that was percentage wise, not number wise. So yeah. Yep.
Talk as if like he was reminiscent of the good old days, and why couldn't they have just not called me fat, essentially?
Oh, I'm sure they have been.
Yeah,
I'm sure they
what he
have.
told me as well.
But you have to understand, she also has other she has other channels. She doesn't just have that channel. She has other channels. She's fine.
Yeah, he would go on depressed rants for hours. I'm not even kidding you.
Was there ever
a laugh?
Was there ever anyone that tried to point out, like, bro, you make fun of Tipster for being fat? Why are you?
Yes.
Yeah, there was like 2. Yeah.
At the time, it was like, from what I remember, after the Vault got kicked and Shivago stuff happened, they all got like their mod powers taken away and whatnot. I was trying to be middleman for Vault and Rico, like trying to see if we can like fix this shit and get it like over and done with. And he said something to the effect of, I kicked him out of my server. I can't trust him. He called me fat. He called me fat. I can't trust him. I'm like, there's no solving that. There's no way.
But like, my thing was like, did anyone say like, bro, you called?
I did at the time. I was
okay.
He also, I gotta point out that he also got the lecture that you have to be able to get your balls busted here, and you could get yelled. He got that whole thing. He got the whole like thing that you did, Matt. So
So. Yeah, that did get brought up to him. He just ignored it. He ignored it.
Okay. I believe it was like. And Jerry, he fucking banned them, right? After that, he like slowly moved them. He moved them.
Okay, that was a weird edit. What?
Yeah, you got the whole like thing that you did, Matt. So
that did get brought up to him. He just ignored it. He ignored it.
Okay. I believe it was like. And Jerry, he fucking banned them, right? After that, he like slowly moved him.
That
out.
was after I left, so I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
If
know.
I'm not mistaken, I feel like he
but
kicked him or some shit.
But
I do remember Javago coming to me and saying that he was pleading with him to calm down because people were starting to leave the moon base and it was a big deal to him. And then like whatever advice that Doc had given him to kind of stop the bleeding, he would do something
the opposite.
This is just like through casual conversation between me and Doc, because I really didn't give a shit about his Discord. Big shocker.
Yeah.
Like
No
this
way.
is what Doc would tell me in kind of the peripheral. And like if we were just like waiting for something or killing time.
Well, in all honesty, why would you care about that Discord? I mean, why would you care? There would be no reason to care about the Discord, honestly. I mean, people have their own Discords all the time. I know people who have Discords that is literally just them, so they can keep notes or, you know, they're working on something and that's their Discord to work on something. I mean, why would you care about somebody else's Discord, honestly? You know what I mean?
I was like, yeah, and then he did this, and I'm telling him, and he doesn't listen, and you know, so and so left. I'm like, oh, that's terrible, you know. I mean, it was like just bullshit. I mean, it meant something to Doc, but I was just like, oh wow, that's crazy, you know.
The way I see it is this is kind of similar to like when Liana had her freak out last year. That was happening in the peripheral for you. I was talking to you about it, but it wasn't like the main stamp of like and then something went down and now you got to deal with it. You know?
Yeah, I deal with it. Yeah. See, I have this theory. It probably isn't. No, it is true that I have to deal with less the psychotic fucking Spurgs if I don't engage with psychotic Spurs on a personal level.
That's true.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. But there, it's some people are so psychotic that you have to deal with them no matter what.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun to listen to trauma dumping constantly. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's so fun to be called a piece of shit by a drunk Australian man.
Yeah. It's
The final screenshot I have is Mr. Rico.
Wait, can I just say one quick thing real quick?
Yeah.
So one thing I will tell you that this was a privy conversation I was there for. So they fucking I remember they were starting to gay op each other a little bit, and so Rico had his brother-in-law on the server.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
I remember all of a sudden Rico was like fucking bullying the fuck out of him, and then he was like, "I'm opening a new server. I'm starting a YouTube channel. I just need to test this Discord server to see the bot's capabilities." And they got it was Rico, Akagen, Blair, and Failery at the time, and they all fucking swarmed his Discord. And obviously we as in people in this call, but maybe not the audience. There's this guy named Akagen who worked for Tonka Saw, who is very, very conniving and very basically. And he started spamming Nazi imagery, and they told him his brother-in-law said, "All right, guys, enough. That's enough. I get it. It's not working." He just kept going and bullying the fuck out of him. And then Rico said, "Well, this is what you get when you say you want us to create havoc." And it was like he was like on a villain arc, and Blair chimed in and Failery, and they all fucking had a good time bullying Rico's brother-in-law. And I'm like, bro, if this is how you treat your family, I can't. No wonder why you fucking freaked out about being called fat. What the fuck is wrong with you? I remember
DMing me to get me in that server. I remember that.
I have low resolution screenshots of that, but again, they're very
It's
terrible.
very. I have that too. It's very, very low resolution.
I have to go to the bathroom. I'm sorry, perfect.
That's fine. So I do want to say, Core, what was your first impression of Rico?
When I first met him, friendly, you know, he was like, you're welcome to do whatever, just chill, but then it kind of got weird when he said, not everybody gets invited to servers like this. You know, you should feel
it's just a server. Captain Poopers for 5, hit that like button faster than Illuminaughtii deleting her social media. Oh my god. Thank you, Captain Poopers. I appreciate the 5. Thank you very much.
Well, you should feel special.
By everyone, he means me, by the way. Just throwing that out there.
And then towards the end of it, I said, you know what, Rico? I'm just gonna let you know. Be honest with you. I've been trolling you the whole fucking time. I've been listening to your whiny little bitch ass and cry, and I've been telling everybody about it. So get fucked, bitch. And then I left. Yep.
Damn, dude. Xana, first impressions of Rico.
He was a chill guy to talk to. Very relaxed a lot of the time. It was like as it got later on, he became a bit more nervous around people, it seemed to me at the time anyway. It was like he wouldn't talk to people unless you knew them or a good friend knew them. He was like wasn't open to talking to anyone like brand new on the team or anything like that.
Yeah.
And just kind of grew distant.
Yeah. Vault, you were really close with it.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm starting to get that way too. I don't know if I want to talk to new. Well, I mean, I can't say I'm completely that way. It depends. It depends on the situation whether I like talking to new people or not. To be honest. Okay, hold on. Oh my God! If you search Illuminaughtii, only 2 of her videos and her channels pop up. Then it's all videos of her. Well, here's the thing, Garrett Bobby. Like with Creepshow, I remember when we covered Creepshow when all that shit was going down. And it got so bad with all the Creepshow art videos, you couldn't find her channel just by putting in Creepshow art. Because it was all the videos about her. You couldn't even find her channel. You had to put in channel to find her channel. So if you're still seeing her channel and 2 of her videos, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as the Creepshow art situation. Because Creepshow art, there were so many videos made about her, you couldn't even find her channel if you looked her up. Honestly.
Rico, right?
Oh, I was really fucking close with him.
Yeah.
We would like talk a lot.
Where did he touch you, Vault?
Fuck you.
Surprisingly enough, he actually tried to eat Vault. He didn't touch him.
The thing is, I would like too skinny for him, bro.
I want that Arabian sandwich.
Enough meat.
It's a sandwich.
No, but like we would talk a lot. We were like fairly fucking close at the time.
And I've seen the screenshots where he's mad that you called him fat and you kind of apologize. And he just...
Captain Poopers for weeks. It was like a solid month. It was a solid month. I know. I got, Creepshow art is the reason why I got monetized. I got monetized in the middle of that. I did like 12 live streams on Creepshow art. Well, it wasn't all on her. It was like the friends coming out and saying something or this update, her video that came out, stuff like that. It was about 2 months. Okay, maybe it was 2 months in, but I know it was a while. It was a while.
What? Why did he not accept the apology? Why did he just keep pushing you away?
He's a bitch. We've established that.
Yeah. Well, Rico, if you're listening, I will gladly interview you.
Yeah.
I won't be on. I won't be on. Don't worry, bro. I won't tell you, man.
Yeah. It's just gonna be me, you.
Matt will interview anybody. Matt will literally interview just about anybody.
And the Now Recording Boys, and then you're gonna hear a boop, and it's just gonna be Vault being like, "Hey, Rico, you're so fucking fat."
Oh my God! At least get it on a soundboard so you can surprise him with it.
Yeah. God, Rico, you're fat. I just remember that was the first thing I heard when I joined that call was God, Rico, you're fat.
You know, I just thought of, and maybe it was because, admittingly, the Real Talk told me that he really wasn't impressed by her. He thought she was kind of full of herself, and maybe they got that vibe. But
wow, way to use a testimony from someone we can't ask, Tommy. That's
as far as I know, she never found out about that. Now, when Real Talk dies, when people die, usually get in touch with people maybe that you haven't been talking to or what have you.
Right.
Person in England I hadn't talked to in a long time. That we kind of let bygones be bygones. I just realized, Blair never contacted me.
Nope, she never said shit.
Maybe it's because they Real Talk and Sammy let the sour taste in their mouth and okay, fair enough. But it is a little weird.
It is weird.
Let's pretend that she didn't know that it is a little weird that she didn't send something.
DM to anyone who's kind of friendly.
God, maybe she sent something to Sammy. I don't know. Sammy really didn't like her, though, I'll be honest with you. But it is a weird. If there was a moment where, maybe not become friends, but you
try and breach the gap and let it go into the bridge.
Breach the gap and let it go. That would have been it. And I definitely would have. If Blair wanted to talk to me, that October or whenever it happened, I certainly would have and put everything past. But no, I never heard from her. I just kind of pointing that out now.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes Blair look good. Or they didn't have positive things to say about her. More Sammy than Real Talk. So I don't know exactly what happened over there. But it's still kind of bizarre. I don't know that she knew that. So
yeah. And the last you guys heard from Rico was him in Tonka Saw's chat saying Tommy C can barely pay his child support. Right? There
were more shit, but all that is just lost the time.
He used to go to Tonka to vent.
Does Fail Arena? I have no idea, Toxic Dome. I have no idea. Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, well, here's the thing, Captain Poopers. I can't blame her for not saying anything. Listen, do I think Tommy would have been open to talk to her about it? Yeah, I think he would have. But I can't blame her for not going to Tommy, for the simple fact, I mean, look at what she did. You know what I'm saying? So and you don't know that she knew. That's another thing too. You don't know that she knew. So I'm not going to put that on her.
Yeah. Which is what everyone did that hated you.
Yeah. It's funny. It's funny because I never really had. You know the moment that he really Tonka was jealous of me because I just kept on trucking, and after he played with those he played with dogs and got burned by those assholes. But I remember he was having a debate with Bobax, and I was kind of rooting for Tonka, and I sent a bunch of people to kind of shit on Bobax in his chat, and he freaked out. I remember, and he was like, "Yeah, fuck you! I don't need your fucking help." And I was like, "All right, Tonka, we're done." I was just going along with the meme here, and dunking on Bobax, and I was like, whatever. But I guess
damn, this is some old lore. Holy shit!
He saw me as like pro Bobax, so I don't know. Tonka was looking for a reason to fight with me. He could only ever fight. It was so obvious that he was fueled by like one-to-one channel versus channel drama, and because he really couldn't produce much else than that like even the people that stuck over would be like me and Nick were now no good, and then it was easy move, just let him die, don't fucking acknowledge it. And the only person that was dopey enough to do it was Bobax.
My
I was
final...
and then after that I became like the worst guy ever, and I never done anything but stick up for him and put my the dumbest things I ever did was fucking, well, I would say it was dumb to stick up for him, but get involved. It wasn't dumb to stick up for Kraut, but it was stupid to like go deeper. I should have just said, "You're my friend, and no matter what happens, blah blah blah," and left it at that. I'm not gonna throw you under the bus, right? But then I got involved with Ian Miles Chung, and then I got involved with Tonka, and they were big mistakes. Big mistake. That was what I was talking before about the stress, like on the show between me and Vault or Verse. Yeah, I think he was not happy with my moves. I did feel like he wasn't interested anymore, in the show, and was being pushed away or was leaving. That's what I was talking about, like those three. And yeah, I guess I don't think it's a good reason not to be a friend, but I mean, yeah, I could see why he would be disappointed with the stupid stuff I was doing. Sure.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's some old stuff. Good God, that was way before I even knew anything about anything. Good God.
My final question for everyone here. We know that for some reason iilluminaughtii took up the reins for Rico in defending him when she in reality kind of started the shit publicly by saying what she said on Failure's blog. Do you guys think Rico may have had something on Blair? Because what person in their right mind would side with someone who tried to get in touch with her family? Do you think that maybe that Rico knew something about Blair? Maybe there was a reason why Blair was defending Rico to a T?
No, I don't think there's anything that he had on her, but I think it just goes back to what we were kind of talking about before, is that the first person, hey, Tommy, you know how there's that weird motherly thing she has in her Discord with everyone about being their mother and all that shit? No, hold on. Yeah. The first person to ever do that of the 20,000 that there is in her server was Rico.
He was one of his first guys. All right, she's sticking up for her guy. That's why she saw it.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, and then I do remember seeing a certain Vault.
Okay, let's
saying that as well.
You know what I think happened, Matt? Just like she was sticking up for her guy, and a weird culture developed in there in the time that it started getting big, and it just caused what happened. So
I think out of all of us, Matt, like we were friends or friendly with her, but none of us were like fawning over her or like blindly following her. That the only person that was doing that was him. All of us, all the rest of us could take it or leave it.
Also, like I feel like she did.
That's it. From now on in my Discord, I will be known as Mother Xylie. No, I'm just joking. Don't y'all dare. I'm telling y'all now, don't y'all dare. We don't play that shit. Nope.
Just like use this as a way to just disown us. Just because
I do feel that sometimes too. Yeah.
Because like her channel was growing, so now she just found a way to leave us and to move on to the next level of YouTube.
The thing,
that's what it felt like.
And to her credit, it worked. She definitely gets more money than anybody, for sure.
No, absolutely not, Squirrel Lock. It is not. It absolutely is not, Squirrel Lock.
I just don't understand. Like, why would you burn a bridge rather than just walking away from it?
YouTube,
that's the only thing I don't understand.
I think it's because of my videos on Get to the Point.
I guess. Yeah, I guess because she had to. Yeah, there was a use for it. Fair enough.
Because it did feel like that. Like even
arrogant. I'm
everything
you're not. You listen to me now, even though I have this reputation with like 30,000 subs to smack around bigger YouTubers and get them rolling, and that I've kept over the years. It's really weird because she was pretty intimately knowledgeable of my show too. She knew who I went up against, and she knew who I beat, like FaZe Banks. Why would I be afraid of her? You know,
Yeah,
she's the
that's what I'm
freaking
saying is
part of that team. You know,
like why? Yeah, it's like why?
Tommy does like to go up against bigger YouTubers. He does. I think he revels in it. Absolutely not, Garrett Bobby. I think he absolutely revels into going up against bigger YouTubers. I really do. He loves it. He loves it.
Why burn the bridge when it's so close to your house? I just don't get it.
I don't get it too. And we're talking like just dates. Like when she got her first check, she goes, "Tommy, I'm gonna make sure I pay you back for this. I'm sure I'm gonna do something, do a shout, and do something. I promise." I knew as soon as she said that because I'd been told that like 10 other times, or 9 other times.
It wasn't happening.
It wasn't gonna happen. I knew it. Yeah, but she
All
was
right.
like, yeah.
Well,
I actually knew it for different reasons. Like I didn't think it's because you're gonna turn out, you're gonna turn out to be a total bitch. You know, it was more like you're gonna do like advertising me doesn't fit your content and you're just not going to do it. It'd be like asking Colossal's Crazy to put me in an ad in his next video. He doesn't do that anymore like he did for Bionic Pig and the Alien. He just doesn't do that.
All right, well, I just that's all I have. Am I missing anything that you guys wanted to talk about that I missed or anything like that?
I hope
Rico
she gets
is
grabbed.
fat.
That's I hope she's
Blair, Blair now is also
Okay,
fat.
wait a minute.
yes.
They are all fat.
That's the one thing that happened. Everybody got fat.
Is this when
That is
they
what
talked it?
It's so weird when you go with the outrage.
I thought
mode, you end up
Nick
getting
was
fat.
in
It's
this.
weird. Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Good point. Yeah.
All right, well, that's all I have, guys. Thank you so much, Tommy, Verse, Dana, Vault. Thank you so much for joining us, and appreciate it. I'm just gonna disconnect all y'all, but thank you guys. So, Max, at the end of the day, you've been through this whole interview. You've heard of everything. What's your take on Illuminati?
Well, I didn't really know anything about this kind of like coming into it, and now having listened to the interviews and stuff, and also understanding that the reason why this person is back into the news is because of this whole Legal Eagle thing, where she's basically saying that there's a ripped paper sort of aesthetic thing that you can do in editing and stuff, and she's basically claiming that is her editing style, and that she has grounds to be able to. I don't know what she was going to do, if she was going to try to flag it or if she was just...
That whole editing thing was stupid. That whole damn calling out Legal Eagle was dumb because it didn't even look the same. It wasn't a... It was 2 different styles of using torn paper. It was so stupid. That was dumb.
Just claiming that was her style and he's ripping her off or whatever it is. But as somebody who's been an editor for other YouTubers for years, I did that for a long time, and I made my own content, and I still edit for other people now, even today, commission-wise. It's that's just so the hubris of that. It's just so strange to me that an editor or any art person would be making that kind of argument, because it's just not everything has been done before. You are not original. I don't care who you are. You're just not. It's just a different combination of different things that have existed before in time. So anybody who makes that sort of thing, or makes that sort of an argument, is it's just, are you serious? Are you really serious here? But now understanding the full context of this person, what it seems like to me is that this person is, I think maybe fair to say, a grifter, and probably
psychotic.
Yeah, and a bit of a social climber. And so the thing is, I don't know if it's we talk about this all the time, right? The classifications of trolls. I wouldn't put her in the troll category, but what I would say is that if you're a social climber and you're doing things that you're not living by your own morals, and you're just kind of doing things and saying things so that you can get your next ring up on the social ladder, you might as well be, because you don't really stand for anything. You have no real morals, and so it's I don't know, for you to be criticized.
I don't know if it's social climber more than if somebody pisses you off being vindictive. You know what I mean? It sounds more vindictive to me than social climbing. Oh, but that's me personally. I mean, everybody's going to have their different thoughts on it. It sounds more vindictive to me than social climber. But I can see where they get the social climber thing from. I don't know. The first thing I think of is vindictive because of all the behind the scenes trying to get people flagged and stuff like that because I got mad, So, yeah, it could be both. It could be.
Criticizing anybody based on anything is just a little strange, But what do I know?
Not recording information.
All right, so I'm gonna take a piss real quick, and then I'm just gonna.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right,
Thank
let me
you
be right back.
for saying that.
This is just for me in editing, so that I know. Making a lot of noise so that you know that this is a thing. Okay, we're good. I'm glad nobody was around to hear that. It would be embarrassing.
Like me?
Ah, fuck.
You thought you were safe.
I never was safe. No. So is it going to turn out that this is all a gay op too? And we're just screwed? Mitch, you came in at the perfect time.
Clueless as ever.
I could have 20 minutes ago, but I didn't want to interrupt, and I thought I'd just derail it.
It's fine. You'll be here now for the
Mitch is always late.
opening of the video, but not the it'll be really confusing.
Oh,
Because now we're gonna
that's
do
what
the
you're doing.
intro.
Oh, you're still recording. Oh,
Yeah.
No, we're not still recording. We are now recording.
Yeah, we're not that.
Oh,
That's a
fuck! I
different.
forgot there was another thing called that.
Yeah. I want to be on still recording.
I wish I was still born.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, Mitch! Really?
We're still. That's ironic given what we were talking about before.
No, Beavers is always the one making coffee. Mitch is the one that's just late.
Max, who is editing this? Make sure you clip that.
Why is Mitch here? Why the fuck is Mitch here now?
You just showed up. Look, you said you were done, so I came in, and like I could have come in like 20 minutes ago, but I didn't want to derail the thing.
You should have came in.
No, I didn't want to derail it because then.
All right. Well. Okay. Well, we're not.
You might have been doing something really good.
Yeah, we're not done. Hey guys, I'm Matt Pitt. I know that the episode was done with Tommy and all these guys, but I've known about this person for a little while. They were a mod in Illuminautti's server back in the day, and they were kind of on both sides of the coin. You know, they were friends with Shot from the Point people, and they were friends with Illuminaughtii. And
I'm sorry, did you get a jump scare with Matt Pitt's character popping up? I kind of had a jump scare with that, not gonna lie.
found themselves kind of like stuck in the middle, and at one point, and they actually ended up, and this is kind of gay to say, but they actually ended up defecting, you know, to Shot from the Point, towards the people of Shot from the Point, away from Illuminaughtii, and they have, you know, a decent bit of insight that they wanted to talk about in a short span of time about what their experience was. So so we're gonna move to this quick interview, and then there we go. Goodbye. Well, I mean, you're gonna see me again, but goodbye. Before.
What the fuck was that, Matt? What?
About what their experience was. So so we're gonna move to this quick interview, and then there we go. Goodbye. Well, I mean, you're gonna see me again, but goodbye. Before we end.
What the fuck was that? But I mean, you're gonna see me again, but goodbye.
End the podcast. I brought in Solaire, who's been in the Illuminati Discord back in the day when and was a moderator for Illuminati, right?
Yeah, I was.
Okay. How did you meet Illuminati?
So initially I had seen her videos just haphazardly scrolling through YouTube, and I joined her Discord just because I don't even know what compelled me. I just thought it was something
up, Sierra?
good, and just interacting through there. She was pretty active at the time because this was when she was a bit smaller.
Mm-hmm. So in her Discord, what did everyone call Illuminati?
She had adopted the mom title. A lot of people in there referred to her in some version of mom.
That is so cringy. That is cringy. No. Oh my god, that is so cringy. Ugh. I'm sorry. That's cringy to me.
Did Rico refer to her as mom?
He might have, but I am not 100% sure off the top of my head.
Okay. When did you become mod in the server?
It would have been a couple months into when I had joined. I think it was like the next time they were looking for mods after. Would have been about mid to late 2019.
Okay. What was your impression of Rico?
I thought he was funny when I first met him. He seemed pretty chill. At the time, I didn't really see any red flags or anything before everything happened.
So all this shit goes down. When did you start to notice that there was issues in the server?
I think looking at it now, the signs were there for a while, but it really wasn't noticeable until the split happened and she deleted Tommy's videos and left the servers and whatnot, and sent out like the hit list of people not to allow in the server.
Yeah. So your girlfriend was also in the server with you, correct? Right?
Yes, she was.
And she was also a mod.
Yes.
Now, can you explain to me real quick this whole thing with the art, what she was asked to do?
So Blair's ex-boyfriend had commissioned her for some art for a video. He was going to have like a little character, just like how Blair does, one that has different poses and stuff.
Yeah.
And
PNG.
While he was making the video, he was making a video about Blair and another YouTuber and their beef. Blair had asked Cherry to cancel the commission and that she would give her money, like double whatever he was paying or whatever, to revoke the commission and say that he can't use it anymore.
Whoa. That's rude. That's rude. Yeah.
Okay. The screenshots that you sent me, is this is boyfriend Azorthan?
Azorthan, yeah.
Yeah. So the context is these are just screenshots Illuminati sending Cherry.
Yeah, they're them talking. Obviously, it's on a call, so we don't have everything, but
yeah,
there was a call, and those are the screenshots that they sent back and forth.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. So when did you decide to leave the server?
I don't remember exactly when. It would have been a couple months, like 2 months after everything happened, because Blair was very us or them. It was, either you're with us or against us, and so trying to juggle hanging out with the SFT people and being a mod there, it just wasn't working.
Yeah, you're just going back and forth, and it was just like at some point you got to choose a side, and
and she was putting a lot of pressure, being like, "Oh, how are you talking to these people or whatever?"
Yeah.
And it was too much.
Yeah. So you leave the server, you leave being a mod. At some point, there's a stream that involves Augie in the chat, right? You're saying 1488 over and over.
Yeah.
You were also in that chat?
Yeah, so Blair was doing like a Dark Souls stream or something, and I was in.
New lawyers who would pay their Google ad rep to have their office show up when people looked up competitor law firm. Yeah, I mean, I don't know though. It seems kind of, it seems kind of different though. It seems kind of like that. Seems like what she did was more personal, though. But that's true. Now, that's... I mean, I don't know, man. Within a certain radius of a hospital. Of course, Skip. Of course. Of course they would. That's how they made their money. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know telling an artist who they can and can't do commissions for. That's my only problem. I got an issue with that.
In a VC with some guys, Augie was there, and they saw that she was streaming and decided to go raid her or whatever. And Augie was spamming that stuff. I was just there and I was looking. I was watching. I guess she saw that I was there, and so I got grouped in. And she, because of that, she was calling me like anti-Semitic and stuff.
And she basically saw you as like you betrayed her, basically.
Yeah, I was public enemy number one.
Was there, all right? So after all that, was there ever any other interaction between you and Illuminati?
I don't believe.
I mean, I guess it is allowed. It's something I can't do. It's something I personally can't do. I mean, because the way I look at it, like the thing about artists is your reputation, and if you've already gotten commissioned by someone and you said okay to it, and then you're going to turn around and not do it, that might ruin your reputation as an artist. That's why I wouldn't ask someone to do that. You know what I mean? But that's just me personally. I don't know. It seems kind of scummy.
Believe so. I think that was kind of like the end of it all.
Okay. Was there any interaction from what you remember, any interaction between Cherry, your girlfriend, and Illuminati?
I do not think so.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see. Is there anything else that I'm missing that you want to go into?
I don't think so. All that sounds correct. I don't think there's anything else major that we're missing out on.
And how old were you while you were a moderator in that server?
So I first joined when I was 15, and I was modded shortly after, and then I was a mod there until about when the splitting stuff happened. So maybe like a year and a half later, maybe 16-ish.
And so.
Okay, so Skip being my best friend, we had the exact same thought at the exact same time. We had the exact same thought at the exact same time. He was 15? Oh my god. Skip! It was so funny. I saw Skip's chat come up and go, 15, holy shit. And I was in my brain going, 15, holy shit. Oh, dear God. I'm going to tell y'all now, like in my Discord, I don't want you in my Discord if you're under 18. But just in case somebody slips through that's under 18, I don't allow any NSFW shit in my Discord at all whatsoever, period, point blank, period. You're not getting me caught up. Nope. That's why. I don't want anybody in my Discord who's under 18. Anybody. And if they are, they're not going to see anything anyway because I don't allow drama and I don't allow NSFW. Period. Oh, God. He was 15. I didn't know he was 15. Makes sense, though, because he is young. Oh, my God. Holy shit.
So Illuminati's in her, like, what, late 20s, 30s at this time, and she's modding you, a 15-year-old, and did you think that was...
I'm sorry. I didn't know Solaire was modded in there. I knew he was in there. Oh my God, Solaire! I didn't know you were 15. Oh my God. Wow.
It was kind of stressful being a 15-year-old having to deal with, like, Discord drama.
Yeah, especially like, I have this group of people around me and suddenly I'm shunned out and everybody hates me and I'm gone, That's a lot for somebody who was, 16 years old.
Yeah. Okay. If you had a message to Illuminaughtii, just say
he's like 19, 20. I think he's 20. He's like 19 or 20, or about to be 20.
She was listening. Is there anything you would want to say to her?
No, I don't think so. I think I've said everything I want to say to her.
Awesome. All right. Well, Solaire, thank you so much for coming on, and I hope that you do not mod any more crazy Discord servers.
I don't plan on it.
All right.
No.
Take it easy, man.
You too. Thank you.
All right. Later. And this is the outro. Thank you everyone for listening to Now Recording. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. And there we go. We got through the video. Ladies and gentlemen. It was interesting hearing Tommy's take on that. It really was. It was really interesting hearing Tommy's take on that. A 100 likes and Xylie would... My name is not Dead on Dave. Thank you very much. I will be doing no such thing. Okay.
I gotta pull up the...
I will not be doing such a thing. No, will not be doing such a thing. Anyway, so what did y'all think about that? What did y'all think about hearing Tommy's side on it? At least show us the cats. No, I don't have my camera hooked up. It was a good interview, and Blair scares me. Oh, wow. Well, Illuminaughtii bad, but we all knew that by now. Hearing Tommy in the game after watching the click video was very helpful. It shows there's a pattern and that Blair is likely to never change. It does show a pattern. It really does. Yeah. I don't know. It's crazy. The whole thing is crazy. I don't know. I feel happy for Tommy they can get it out there. So, all right. I was going to do a midnight stream. I don't know. Eva, are you still watching? Are you still here, Eva? Eva, are you still here? Calling Eva. Oh my God, drama alert. Keemstar, I'm gonna need you to behave. Eva, do you want me to stop this live stream and you can join me for a midnight stream? Drama alert. No, sir. No, sir. Wait until I get to you. Wait till I get to you. Hold on. Because that does not happen, sir. Wait till I get to you. Because I'm about to delete that comment as soon as it scrolls down to you. No, it's not true. At all. Asshole. Wait. I don't care about the Bud Light comment. This comment I care about, though. Thank you. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to end this stream, and I'm just going to start up another one, and we're going to have a chill stream. I tweeted the evidence, and we're going to go into what evidence Drama Alert has, because I feel like he's starting shit. Alright, so we're going to have a chill stream after this. Sound good, everybody? Yes, Leon, you may join that. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do the outro. I thought it said up his butt. Oh, I zapped it. Just see. Oh, God. Oh, dear God. Okay, let me do the outro. And let me go grab you a drink, you know, do what I gotta do. Give me about 10 minutes after the outro is done. And then I'll start up a chill stream. And that way Keemstar can come in and talk some shit or talk some shit in the chat. Alright, guys.
Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me. Call me CEO, I've been running shit right, see. And I ain't playing games, I create my own lane, making pleasure out of pain, turning losses into gains. I'm the boss, I'm making change. I've been rocking this exchange, popping off and risking things. Gonna make a fucking name. I just wanna be famous, but I don't want that cheap fame. No, I'm not that vain. I just wanna be greatness. 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 Ain't no motherfucker in this world can do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. Okay, I'm going off every chance I get. I don't really take a loss, well, I'll admit. That's why I'll make it to the top, yeah, I commit. And no, I'm never getting lost, I get after it. Investing in my own stock, cause it's faster than any crypto hits go, let me spend. Everything that you see is something I invent. And it's only a percent. I'm gonna take shots. If I miss all, forget it. I'll take a fat loss just to learn all that's in it. I'm taking snapshots, learning how to fall and get it. I'm getting back up, always stand tall, don't sweat it. I never back up, I don't miss a thing or regret it. I'm always learning, you could call me academic. I'm always working, never been apathetic. Bad energy is like a poison, needs some antiseptic.
What's up, guys? It's